me 1 second. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? My name is Tactical Lewis, and I'd like to welcome everyone else back to Deadrising. We're just about to finish this game. I think we only have a little bit left of the main story, and then we got overtime. I'm here today with my co-host, Derek. Derek, say hello to everyone.
Trying to find your live stream.
Oh, it's on my channel. It needs a sec because it doesn't load up immediately, my guy.
Yeah, but you start immediately talking. But what if you're not immediately talking to the people?
I am.
Oh, no.
I am. Anyways, yeah, that's Derek. He's a cool guy. Derek, tell him what you record. Zobi Mole. No. Megan. JoJo. Megan. The JoJo stream earlier today was crazy. We had so many people in there earlier. It got me so hyped up. Man, I'm just you know, which is crazy. I'm glad that everything got set up perfectly fine. I'm just posting to the multiple spaces before we start. Derek, why don't you tell them what you do on your channel real quick, since you're here with me.
Oh, you familiar with Johnny Rebel?
I mean, are you talking to chat or are you talking to me?
Both.
Chat can't answer your question. Chat lives in a separate domain.
Someone tells me chat doesn't know who Johnny Rebel is.
They
if they do, they probably don't have the highest view of them.
Expansion, dude. They live in a domain. My domain expansion. That shit was so confusing. I've never seen JoJo's before. Megan, it's your fantasy, okay? It's about a bunch of guys being gay while fighting vampires with ghosts.
Tack, you ain't gonna like this. I actually thought JoJo was gay porn when I first saw screenshots of it.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I genuinely thought it was a gay hentai. I saw it completely out of context.
What?
So I just saw like random screenshots.
What context?
Of it.
Oh, did you see like the clips of like Joseph and Avdol like dry humping in the middle of like a Saharan village of like
It might
Egypt?
have been something like that.
That's probably what happened.
I saw out of context pictures. I'm like, is this a gay porn?
Anyways, without further ado, let's get back into it.
The only episode I've seen. Sorry, I was just gonna say the only episode I've seen is the card one.
Oh, that's a good episode. That's a really good episode. Anyways,
the only episode
well,
seen.
it has gay, so I must like it. Yeah, exactly. If you don't, well, enjoy the PS2 graphics, because that video got a shit ton of views. Oh, that's right. This is the last time where the game crashed, actually. Sick. I thought I was gonna have to do so much more.
Okay, doesn't one of the JoJos, one of the later ones, doesn't like take a turn from a shonen into something more grim? Because I swear a character does get raped.
I don't think.
Doesn't one of the later ones get raped in a prison or something?
No. What? No, she doesn't get raped.
I heard that. Then one.
She doesn't get raped in a prison.
I thought it was a he. I thought it was a he that gets raped.
Well, when you said prison, there's only one person I could think of at prison. Or in a prison.
There's not one with like two brothers or two siblings.
What are you talking about?
That's the one that I was told.
You're making some shit up.
Sort of like, no, I was told there was one that was a little more mature, had more darker content. It was whatever was above a shonen. There's shonen.
Well. If you're talking about
Joseph.
like a character, right? One of the characters, yes, I think gets raped in that timeline. I think
just one of the characters might get raped. We don't know.
Do not ask questions you don't want answers
search.
to. Derek is recalling plots from the other gay hentai he's seen. Yeah,
raped.
that's true. That's true, Megan.
Oh no, there's sexual assault.
Well, sexual assault.
JoJo Lands.
Yeah. Oh, I've not. JoJo Lands is a whole that's a whole new manga. That's not even an anime yet. I don't know what's happening in JoJo Land. That's part 9.
I don't watch any of this. I was just told that there was a rape scene in it. And I was like, really? I thought JoJo was kind of like, fun adventure time shit.
Well, some of it is. Like part 1, 2, and 3 are like that. Part 4 is like a murder mystery. Part 5 is like a it's like a mafioso thing. Part 6 they're in a prison. Part 7 they're back in the
You just wait right there, sir.
I want to see
In a
how much
moment,
damage
you
this
can try
these
the best
throwable
ground
weapons
meat
do.
you've ever tasted.
Whoa, ground? Wait a minute, listen.
I will be honest, I can only think of a few stories where Rape actually ruined it. And then you have Berserk, where Rape actually enhanced the story and made it incredibly good. I'm not saying Griffith was right. I'm merely saying what Griffith did propelled the story into the Black Swordsman arc, and I was all for it.
It says, "Oh
And yes,
no,
God should be raping.
all this meat locker is missing is Eddie, and we're back in Silent Hill 2."
I'm a butcher.
I wouldn't know anything about Silent Hill 2. Megan, we'll have to play Silent Hill 2. Sorry, Megan.
Which one?
I don't know. Probably the remake, because I don't want to have to deal with doing too much.
Oh, you fool!
What
you
is
fell for the
what
You
is
fell
is,
for
is Silent Hill 2 in what's Silent Hill 2
No,
on?
there
Is
was-
that PS2?
PS2 and Xbox. The Xbox version is probably the best, in my opinion. Emulation of it kind of sucks, but it is the best overall content-wise. But there was Silent Hill 2 HD collection.
Oh god, these explosives aren't doing shit to Larry. Ah! Either a giant thing of meat. Fuck. 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 No, 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 no. Larry, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh my god, he threw at my milk.
Now here, let me ask you this, Chad. Fun on Clock Tower.
Oh, dude. The JonTron episode. Great thing.
God damn it.
It's a really good
Why is that
episode.
what everyone goes to?
Because it's a
Has no one
funny
played
episode. It's
Clock
really
Tower?
funny. The Clock Tower.
It's a funny episode.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm talking to that man in the mirror.
Ah! Exactly. Oh, there's skateboards down here. Nice.
In my experience, most women like mini choke. I don't know why. I personally have no interest in choking a woman. They want it for some reason.
Larry, go the fuck down, please. I don't got time to deal with all your... No! Get off me! Release me! You bastard.
Oh, but no. If you like Clock Tower, like the game at all, but you wanted more of a third person, I can have more control than a point and click game, Remothered. I thought Remothered Tormented Fathers was pretty good. Had flaws, but pretty good. I can't speak
I'm
on
dead!
the sequel.
I'm
Apparently-
dead!
No.
Derek, I'm dead! He hung me up to dry. Fuck!
Beef jerky now, Frank. I want to be beef jerky. I'm getting the pepper, Frank, and the teriyaki.
I like the teriyaki, actually. That's a pretty good choice.
It's like that scene out of Venture Bros. Well, first we cover you in milk and honey. It actually sounds rather nice. Oh yeah, it sounds nice. Until the milk begins to curdle and the honey attracts the bugs. Gotta say, I was not expecting Venture Bros to pull out Egyptian execution methods, but okay. I personally
What's the
don't think
best
that
cut of
occurred
meat
as
from a
much as
Frank
one might
West?
think.
The rump? Probably. I'd say so. Would you say so, Derek?
I think it'd be the Frank.
Help me!
I'll edit it. I'll edit in a laugh track if I end up doing anything.
Come here, you shit.
Do you have mini chain? Oh, you have mini chainsaws.
Let's see if I can kill him with the shelf unit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I kind of
damn.
feel like it's two very different experiences to play this game with the overpowered mini chainsaws, and also just playing this game like a normal fuck and not using them. I don't know how the hell I beat this game back when I didn't even know about the mini chainsaws.
You probably went to the shotgun place way too fucking much.
No, I always went for the knives, the hunting knife or something. They're fast and did good damage.
Oh, the
Sequel remedied.
oh, the hunting knives?
Hunting knife, kitchen knife, yeah, any of the knives, even the cleavers. They're
The
fast enough
machete?
for good damage.
Okay, got him. I like using the machete.
I don't think that respawns.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
You can get it back and forth over and over and over again. It's just like the mini chainsaws. Most boss weapons will respawn after you go back to where their location is. Hey,
Yo,
Guardian, what's up, man? Guardian, what'd you think of JoJo today? Did you enjoy it? I know a lot of people actually liked it today.
It's over.
What about Isabella?
She's on our side now.
I know Guardian's
checking out
finishing
your
up
computer right now.
finishing up the Medal of Honor stuff. He 100%'d the pistols today, I think.
My purpose in life.
Guardian does love Medal of Honor. I can't even blame him. Medal of Honor is
Dude,
something
that's
we
a
haven't gotten
great
Medal of Honor
series.
in,
Like
years.
even the PS3 one was pretty
To
okay.
my hometown.
There were 2 on the PS3.
Really? I thought there was only one.
Yeah, there was
Why?
no, there was the
Why would you
first
meet so much more
modern day
important to you
one,
than
which came out in
human life?
2010, and then there was
Why?
Medal of Honor
Why
Warfighter,
did my
which the
people
most
have to
notable
die
thing
to
about
feed
that
your
game
fat
is the fact that
bellies?
there's like 10 or 12 ways to reach
That
a
doesn't
fucking
excuse
door.
what you've done.
That's pretty cool.
That
That was cool. Also in a bad mood right now since your PSP emulator
But I
is being
promise,
on your
the
Chromebook.
Seneca Beza
I was
story
being stupid.
will be told.
Oh wow, that
But
sucks.
I need the password.
I'm sorry that your PSP emulator's sucking, dude.
Hey,
You can't play your Persona 3 Portable
stay
anymore.
with me. Give me the computer's password.
You
Is
can
that the
play
one with the cop girl?
what?
Is that the one with Naoto, the cop girl?
That's
the one that dresses like a dude because
Naoto? That's
because
Persona
he thinks
4.
she'll have more respect.
That's Persona 4.
Ah, okay.
You should know. I was
Look, I
just
don't play
playing
Persona.
Persona 4.
Zombies great.
They all bleed together in my mind.
No, they don't. Who fucking
Yes, they
what?
do.
I mean,
All the personas look the same. in my
Persona
mind.
5 does not look the
Outside of-
same as Persona 3 or Persona 4.
Persona 5 is probably the
number.
one I recognize the most. character. You have
because
Matrix, you have
because
Edmond,
that's
and you have
all
Joker.
that's
white,
Persona
you
5 now.
Americans.
I don't have Persona 3 downloaded, but I have Persona 1 and 2 down. Nice. Very cool.
Maybe one day I'll play
It's
Persona
not over.
or Shin Megami Tensei.
I was gonna say Persona 4
Not yet.
Revival is coming out.
Speak, damn it! What do you mean it's not over?
Play Persona 4 in its best quality, which will be new and improved. Just like Persona 3 Reload was new and improved.
Isn't that the one that added the female main character route and was absolute shit?
That's Persona 3 Reload, and that is or not
I'm
Reload. That's
sorry, Isabella.
Persona 3 Portable, and no, it was not shit. It was actually a really good route. Why
I heard
would
everyone
you?
say it was shit.
They're saying it's shit because it
My
didn't get,
sister.
you know, the answer. So let me put this into perspective for you, okay? Right? When we're talking about Persona 3, right?
Hey,
There are multiple things we're talking about, right? We're talking about original Persona 3, Persona 3 FES, Persona 3 Portable, and Persona 3 Reload. Those are the 4 we're talking about, right?
Well, I always hear people say it's portable. That's when I added the female route.
So
right?
yes. That was the one for the PSP, right? The problem with it, right, was that it did not look like how Persona 3 FES looked, right? But it gave gameplay improvements otherwise, right? Meanwhile,
Mhm.
Persona 3 FES had terrible gameplay, as in your units would fight without you telling them to fight. So if you need them to sit back
Oh,
and
they
heal,
were independent AI control.
exactly, right? And so what? Max, get down! What are you doing over there, dog? My brother put the
Dog
dog
doing?
in here. Oh, he's being a dickhead. He's like, let me out of here. I was put in here under house
wants-
arrest.
He wants head pats. That's all he wants.
Come here. Here's some
Maybe a
head
nice
pats.
tasty rib.
Here's some head pats. Head pats.
Going back to my Chromebook, for some reason when I load up a game it crashes, and if I try to pick another game it flashes black and goes back to the menu, and when I check on my SD card it
Wait,
shows...
Don't.
I don't know what shows.
Oh, you
Sounds like it
smell.
might be your Chromebook.
You smell better, wet dog, after hopping into that pool, that grimy ass pool. I'm glad that Joe gave you a bath.
It's empty, yet says that my space is full for some weird reason when I unplug it and replug it. It works again, but when I try to load a game, it does it again. Maybe you have corrupted... I don't know, I'm trying to think what would cause that.
Oh, you might have to get a whole new, like, thing, man.
At that point, might as well just get a laptop.
At that point, dude, just get like a like a super good laptop, so you get some of that good shit, man.
Yeah, Guardian's not really concerned about playing up-to-date modern games. He just wants to be able to.
Well, yeah,
play
yeah. He was telling me that earlier in my stream, but I'm like, yo, dude, like, just find something you can emulate super fucking good with, right? Even if it's buying a Steam Deck, like Steam Deck could do emulation and other stuff all over.
Oh, the Steam Deck can emulate PS2. Though I hear it does heat up a bit on some games it's emulating, but it can emulate most PS2 games.
That's about as bad as it should be right now. Damn, these
Believe me,
explosives
I would love
were
a
pretty
gaming
good.
laptop. Hell yeah. Good for crowd control.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
a gaming laptop, but I don't have a lot of money at the moment, unfortunately, or a Steam Deck.
Yeah, I paid $2 grand
Alright,
for
Guardian.
mine, like, fucking, what, 4 years ago? It's still working
Shit,
pretty
my
good.
gaming laptop is from 2016.
Thankfully, my Duck Station works perfectly well on my Chromebook. Good job.
I have to say, never had a problem. DuckStation does not take a lot to run. I mean, hell, most of the games it's emulating are like megabytes anyway, so they shouldn't be taking up much.
Yeah, honestly, it shouldn't be too much. Too much. Oh crap. What happened to my music? Is my music just turned down? Is the music turned down, guys?
I have no clue.
How's the audio? I don't think the audio's that good right now. It might have gotten
I don't
turned
hear
down.
any music. Your chainsaw, I can hear that. I can't hear music though.
Okay, test audio real quick, just to check. Audio seems fine. You guys sure? Can y'all hear the funny Mexican music from RU4? Music is low? Okay, I'll turn up the music real quick. I'm just gonna turn it up real quick, right? Oh wait, never mind. Okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna turn it up a little bit. This should be fine. I'm also turning Derek up at the same time, so that should help. You sound like a fucking shit. Chainsaw made the music. It sounded like the music was low. Oh, maybe I didn't turn up the audio. Oh, that's right. All the audio is all the way up. My SD card has a good amount of space. I have 176 gigs left. Nice, dude. I don't got shit for mine, to be honest. I'll be
This
straight up.
motherfucker, I got 176 gigabytes. I played a PS Vita with a 6 gigabyte card.
Hey,
That shit was still overpriced.
hey, I brought the soda can. Bam. Hey, you like lemonade? Bam. Oh, you want a squirt? Nah, we got Dr. Pepper. We got Dr. Thunder. We got Mr. Pibb. We got Dr. Pepper Cherry. Shit. We ran out of Dr. Pepper.
Ran out of doctors real quick.
We ran out of doctors. I said Dr. Pepper Cherry.
Oh, I learned it's something called cheer wine. It is not wine. Call it cheer wine because cherry is the flavor, wine is the color. What? It's kind of like the dumbest marketing I've ever heard. I genuinely thought it was alcoholic, but no, it's just soda.
I'm gonna eat some taffy. Oh, what kind of taffy you got? Is it like saltwater taffy or is it like Laffy Taffy? What's your favorite Laffy Taffy?
My favorite Laffy Taffy is the one that's combined with the intro song, or the main theme from Night Trap. That's my favorite Laffy Taffy.
What? What are you talking about?
See, you're not a man of culture. It's okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm being a I'm asking you a general question. You're like, nah, it's fine.
You've never heard Laffy Taffy.
No.
Chad, I don't know this man.
You're a fucking tard, dude. You're a tard.
I at least know what Laffy Taffy combined with the song from Night Trap is.
I don't. I've
Wait,
never
have you ever
seen. What? What?
Have you never played Night Trap?
No. What?
Night Trap. Better beware. Night Trap.
No. No. Why are you calling me stupid for not knowing something? Like, what the fuck?
because that is a classic. That was FNAF before FNAF.
I'm asking a general question, right? About what's your favorite Laffy Taffy, right? Hoping,
I told you my favorite Laffy Taffy.
I meant candy called Laffy Taffy. What's your favorite candy?
You don't like the
Laffy
you don't
Taffy?
like the rap song Laffy Taffy?
I'll kill you, dude. Like, unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles.
The only rap he knows, the Knuckles rap.
Well, I mean,
I don't feel bad. Most rap I know is from video games.
I mean,
or that or their
I mean, have you seen my channel? Have you not seen the and Knuckles?
No.
No, I'm sanguine. Shut up.
You've never. Wait a minute, hold on. Can you play audio off of Discord in your stream? You have like the desktop audio enabled?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. I got you. Fuck the copyright claim.
No, what do you mean fuck the copyright claim?
X, no trash.
No, no, Derek, we are not doing that. Derek, I'm not.
Honestly, I don't know if this even would. I swear I've used it.
Used what?
This ain't the good one. What the fuck's the good one? Night Trap best moments. That's not it.
No,
Mm,
Derek,
no,
I told you no. I don't want to.
That's not it.
I don't know what
That's
Night
not it.
Trap is. Just tell me what Night Trap is, you fuck. Don't play it. Just tell me.
You don't have the audio enabled.
I do have audio enabled. What do you mean?
Well, I can't play it off my end, you silly Billy.
Yeah, you could. Night Trap, watch out behind you. I don't know what that means.
I wonder what
I'd better hold off on telling her about her brother's death.
There you go. Now this will not get you copyright. The first one might with Laffy Taffy because that's actually a.
I'm not playing this
Yeah,
on stream.
song.
I'm recording.
No, the one below it. The one below it.
Derek, I can't.
do it.
I
I
can't.
believe in you.
I literally can't
Yeah, you
because
can.
opening up
He's
multiple
dead.
things fucking makes this shit lag so hard. I
No,
can't
you
do
already
that.
have Discord open. Just play it in Discord.
Oh my god. No, cause then I have to fucking tab out, and that fucking makes everything worse when I tab out.
All he worried about was you.
How do I play it over my audio?
Fucking play it out loud on your fucking phone or whatever.
Oh, this mic will not pick that up.
It
This
probably.
mic does not like phones at all. You will just get feedback, and it will not be nice.
He died without telling me.
I have learned this lesson
I
many
don't
a
know.
time.
I don't know. Okay. You know what's funny? I love how all the people that unsubscribed to me. I love how I got all those subscribers back in like less than 3 days. That's fucking
I
funny.
thought he was terrorist scum,
I think only 2 people unsubscribed from you.
but
3 did.
No.
Night Trap is a Sega game. Oh, those. Oh, I know what you're talking
all
about.
he really cared about was.
Oh my! It's one of those
Yeah,
Sega CD
you piece it
games.
together now?
Oh
Yeah,
my
you get
god!
it now?
I still played
it
it.
was FNAF before FNAF.
Still played it. Still played it.
It got remastered. It had a 25th
Oh,
anniversary.
gross.
I would have bought the physical if I could, but I didn't have the money at the time for the physical because it was like $200 for the collector's edition. And I like Night
wanted you
Trap.
to
I
have
about to
this.
spend 250 or $200 on it. On this economy.
Nah, dude.
Actually, no. I think it would have been 2019.
I was gonna say there's a game I want to get Neo, because you know he likes Tim Allen so much, right? I was thinking about getting him,
Oh, you get him
the Home Improvement game from Super Nintendo.
I was trying the fucking name. Yeah, the one JonTron covered.
Yeah, I really want to
Why
get
is
them
Tim
that
Allen
one.
fighting a dinosaur?
That's a funny one. Why?
Still don't know why the fuck he was fighting a dinosaur.
Why is it Night Trap and Gex get a collection, but not Medal of Honor? True. Guardian's still on Medal of Honor.
Because Guardian, fuck you. Life chooses some people to just say fuck you too. For some reason, Lady Luck loves me. I don't know why. She occasionally gets scornful.
Guardian,
but she always
Guardian,
comes back
tell
loving
me this, okay? Why don't we have a definitive, you know, Persona 2 game, huh?
Did you figure
Exactly,
it out?
exactly. Same reason
So
why
wait
we
a
don't have
minute,
Medal of
what
Honor.
do you mean why doesn't? What do you mean why does Night Trap get one? Night Trap deserves one. Night Trap's like half the reason we have the ESRB. Oh, no, not half the reason we have, but it was a notable ESRB game. Gex, I don't know why Gex got a collection, honestly. I never really cared much for Gex. That one never made a lot of sense to me.
This is Gex calling.
Some stuff deserved
Dollface.
remaster.
Please believe me.
I only had Gex on the Game Boy Color, and that was not a good game. At least in my memory it wasn't. Might actually be a great game.
Aye.
Tell you what, Guardian, if they pull out Medal of Honor Collector's Edition, I'll buy it. How's that sound? I'll buy you Medal of Honor.
I will too. We'll both get you a copy.
I'll just get him for the wrong system.
I'm
for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I was gonna get him for the Switch, dude. Awesome. So now we have the facts. Go to the heliport, 12 p.m.
Well, actually, you know what? With Nintendo pushing its emulation shit, I wonder if Medal of Honor Heroes 2 would be on one of their backwards compatibility lists, considering that came out on the Wii.
Frank, the emergency line.
It was apparently decent too.
I'll
Of course,
give headquarters a
Heroes
call.
was a mixed bag overall.
Hang on.
Jesse, being hopeful. That hope will
Agent
soon get
Jessica
shattered.
McCarney. We have an emergency situation.
McCarney. Where have I heard that name before? Wait a minute. McCarney. That's why I heard McCarney in Resident Evil before. You know what I'm talking about?
Not a clue.
Might be from Outbreak. I don't know. I bet Heroes 1, it was decent, but definitely one of my least favorites. Well, I'm sorry, Guardian, okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Heroes 1 and 2 they're different. They're both good in some areas and bad in others. I can't remember what it was. I think it's one had the larger maps and the larger unit sizes. It definitely had the bigger multiplayer because it was 32v32. And then it had the sequel, which was just 8v8 or 16v16. But the core single player, smaller maps, or decent sized maps, but smaller. And also you only had 2 men with you. Because it pumped up the graphics a huge bit.
It's over. HQ's decided to ignore us.
What? What do you mean, ignore us?
I contacted headquarters, but the government has decided to deny all knowledge of what happened here. Special forces will arrive for cleanup at midnight. They'll take everyone out. Zombies, people, everyone.
But what's interesting is that you know, they wanted to pick up Jessie because she is a Department of Homeland Security agent. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. I want to pick up Jessie because she's cute.
Yo, dude, she a baddie.
We don't let waifu die.
Yeah. I'm gonna do her like I did Brad. I'm gonna fucking knee drop her ass. Lack of music in the heroes' titles during the battles makes them feel more boring, honestly. I was gonna say,
Was there a lack of music?
I don't know. I was gonna say, what's his name? Sonny wants me to play, No More Heroes, which I don't even know what console I'd play that on. If anything.
No more heroes. That was on the GameCube, wasn't it? So it should be emulatable.
What like is that like the Beautiful Joe series or whatever?
No More Heroes is that it's third-person hack and slash kind of game where you fight assassins. It's the one with
Oh, it's a Wii
dude who has
game?
a
Oh,
not
nah,
lightsaber.
dude. I can't do that. It's a Wii
There's
title.
a newer one that came out on Switch, I believe, but it's sort of like a top-down game.
Oh, that's even worse. The only top-down game I'll play is what's that one game called? Oh yeah, zombies. Like Call of Duty Zombies.
Dead Ops Arcade.
My favorite. Oh, hell yeah, my boy. You know it?
Yes, I had a
shit's
childhood.
my jam. That shit's my jam, dude. Woo! Time to go see Jesse as a zombie and then skip time because I'm Diavolo.
Oh, there's no music in the stages. Okay.
Ah, fucking zombies are shooting me. I'm surprised no one died to that shit. A zombie pulled out a fucking blicky and he started blasting.
Well, at least not like Cross where they're jacking off on the bullets.
What are you talking about?
Wait, have you never read Garth Ennis' Cross?
Final Fantasy Cross? No.
No. Garth Ennis Cross. The guy who made Invincible, The Boys, Preacher. He had a comic series that's zombies essentially called Cross, where they people have
I've
an
seen that.
infection
I've seen that. That's actually pretty
Talk
good.
about your close
Yeah.
calls.
Yeah,
Contact
only the
us
original
just
10
in
issues were
time.
by him. Post that it was
The boss
randos,
thought we should
and then you have
talk with
Crossed
you
100
before the
plus, which
operation
is
begins.
definitely the better
We'll
one.
be taking you into custody.
Better in the sense that I
If you
actually,
sign an
it
agreement
doesn't
to
just
keep
do
your
the,
mouth shut
are we
about
the
all this,
monsters, or
You'll
they.
be free to go.
Yeah, I think it's the people jacking off on bullets and shooting people. It's a really tough question there, but I'm gonna have to say they're the bad guys. there's not a lot of room for debate here, people.
True.
This is the one with the nun. Apart from the nun being cute, I didn't care for that one. I like the ending of it, but it was a really simple story spread way too thin.
She ripped that guy's
They're
jaw
barely making a
off?
Cross movie.
Holy shit.
Oh no! Jesse, no!
Jesse, turn back, please.
Jesse, I like my girls pale. You're a little too pale.
And
Okay, that's a lie.
not that pale.
Jeez.
Hey, one thing I liked about being in Japan, a lot of pale chicks. I mean, you have that, like, fashion trend in Japan where they tan themselves up and they look like a Cali girl.
The Gyaru?
Yaru, yeah. Not a huge fan. I did see a Gyaru girl. She was cute. She was nice.
I think I think Gyarus are great.
Oh, look, I ain't gonna complain, you know. yeah, no, I'm not gonna complain if the offer is thrown down. I can think of much worse, but, yeah, just usually what I would go for.
One thing I do like is Heroes 1 is that
Jesse?
the ending, it's mentioned that Jimmy, main protagonist of 1 and Frontline, proposed to Manon, protagonist of Underground. The two always felt perfect for each other. All women are queens. If she breathes, she's a thought, Megan.
And not all women are queens. I've known too many women that are far from that.
Oh,
I knew
definitely.
a chick who flirted with me, and
dude.
she was going to be married and never told me that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you want this white man here plow your slightly Middle Eastern butt, and oh, you're going to be married. See, I didn't know that, and I would like to continue saying I was unaware.
It's like when you meet those it's like when you meet those. Oh shit.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, Jesse. Whoops. I judo through you.
By the way, Guardian, of course, Jimmy's going for that French woman. It's World War II. Look, World War II as an American soldier, you got one of two outcomes. You either marry occupied women, or you marry Japanese women. Okay, you had one of two. Maybe if you were on the Doolittle raid, you end up with a China woman.
There's a note on the table.
A little China doll.
While
Like,
you're out,
Ada
I
Wong.
heard a hell of a racket coming from. I might not look.
I fucking love the meme that I honestly think Capcom's gonna make canon of Leon just being depressed and overly obsessed with Ada, and Chris being like, "I need you to fuck my sister, Leon. The Redfield bloodline must continue." Chris, why don't you fuck Jill? We're not like that, Leon.
And there's no other women, Leon. What about
What about
Rebecca?
Shiva?
What about Rebecca? What about Shiva? What about Shiva?
Oh my goodness, I can't wait for the Resi 5 remake. That's gonna be glorious.
That's gonna be awesome.
I just want to. Oh, gameplay-wise, it'll be fun. I'm talking more about the shit show that might happen because of the shit show that happened last time. Is Chris Redfield racist? He's shooting a lot of black people. He's in fucking Africa. Who else is he going to shoot?
Leon.
South Africans, black Africans. You only got like two. I would say a lot of those people look Hispanic. In that opening village, they look very Hispanic.
You know who's in charge of all the black of all the people that were infected in Africa? Wesker, a white man.
No.
Oh no, my dog just ran up to me after I said that. He's like, "What? What? No way! A white man? Get off me! Max, get off me!"
What we truly need to make Ouroboros more
I
powerful.
think that 5 was
Hot
racist
tide.
because they made the fucking Unga Bungalow tribe enemies. That's pretty tacky. Oh god. Anyways, let's just speed up time so we can,
I'll take Manon. I'll take Manon over the retarded mother and daughter from BF5. That was a dumb quest. That was a very dumb one. That was a weird change too. You could have made it the commander.
Hey, I got a Mega Man
one would've
watch. That's
complained.
pretty cool.
Ah, hell yeah. Who the fuck is Manon? Alright, who is Manon?
I don't know.
Is there a man off?
I don't fucking know. What do you mean?
I'm asking Guardian.
Is there woman on?
Oh, you know, while I'm in the room, all the women are on.
Or are they women off?
Depends how ghetto they are.
Man is a protagonist for the Medal of Honor Underground. Okay.
Oh, that's her name? Huh. I only ever played the Game Boy version of
Dude,
Underground.
there's so many
I don't
hunks.
recall liking it.
Look at those hunks, dude.
I fucking love in survival horror games when you just have the jobber Black Ops squad.
Megan said, "I'm definitely not on, Derek."
There's much I could say right now. But, no. It is a bit of a shame that the only game we got in RE of getting to be the dudes in black was Operation Raccoon City. There is Umbrella Corps. You know, that exists. Not one I'm particularly fond of. I'll admit, the gameplay inherently wasn't bad. Did it look goofy as fuck? Yes. The weird-ass face shield, gun to the side of my head stuff was weird. But, like, inherently it wasn't bad. Problem was that single player sucked. Oh no, not Lincoln. No.
You know what's weird, Rauk, is that this rooftop doesn't have any, like, weapons, right? But you know what rooftop does have weapons? The one in Deadrising 2.
Well, to be fair, Deadrising 2 has a boss fight there.
Yeah, but this is like any rooftop. You know, you tell me every rooftop has fucking like a boss fight up there.
My question is, if you come back here after Frank has his little collapse, do the zombies respawn? Also, hey, if you want to get ending like overtime, don't you have to go talk to Isabella?
No, it says time to escape. Go to heliport at 12 p.m. on 9/22, which is 9/22.
Okay, I thought you had to talk to Isabella in her hideout first. Or maybe I'm just thinking of a bonus cutscene where it's like you and her are up there as the Black Ops are coming in. You hear them gunning Zambos down.
No. I think she says, guys. She says, go on without me, Frank. That's what she says.
Okay, yeah.
Because she
I'm
doesn't.
just thinking of the bonus.
Because she
cutscene
doesn't
then.
feel. She doesn't give a fuck, right? But Frank has like all the knowledge he needs, right? Pretty much. After we get overtime, right? I have to ensure I do not get caught by the spec ops, and I do not die.
What? Can you not do the mini game?
I don't want to do the mini game, dude. Fuck that. You remember what happened last mini game we
good
did?
at the mini game.
Remember what happened last time we did the mini game?
Is that when your stream crashed?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what we're talking about. What
Yeah.
mini game were you doing last time when the stream crashed?
When we fought, what's the fuck his name was? I'm trying to think of his name. Kent.
Kent?
Yeah, Kent.
Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, whatever happened to Kent?
I fucking didn't do his mission. I went instead to go over to Brad to see the Brad cutscenes. Show everybody the Brad cutscene because everyone loves Brad. Everyone loves a Brad from a title in the series. Yes. Frank,
Yes.
Frank, your hairline is just fucking gross, dude. He said
Perfectly fine.
he said
V-cut balding hairstyle.
he said huh. Is Frank like main character material though? Probably. I'd like to say so.
I mean, he is the main character.
Yeah, but I mean, does he deserve it? Probably. I mean, think about all the bosses he's taken on so far. A murderous, psychopathic clown. A very rapey, fat police officer. That's a female that wanted.
Look, Joe just wanted someone to love her.
No, she did not, dude. She wanted to fucking.
She wanted someone to love her, consensually or not.
That was no, dude. She called them all skanks, dude. And she was
Tell
gonna
me,
fuck
tell me
them.
what is love. Don't hurt me.
Not that.
Don't hurt me no more.
Derek. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Joe, please don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
I swear to God, I've heard that one portion of the song more than I've ever actually even heard any other part of the song.
Yo, same. You know why? It's because, I skip that song a lot on my brother's MP3 player.
Fair. It gets played a little too much. It's funny for the meme, but sometimes it's like, you know what? I don't want to hear it. Not
Hello?
today.
Hello? Anyone there? Hello? I don't like this Frank cause he doesn't do the scream as good. He doesn't do the
I ain't gonna lie, I was shocked when I got to the ending, and I got this feeling. I was like, no. No,
I'll be damned.
it can't end like that.
He's still alive.
Luckily, it didn't.
That son of a bitch
Yep.
made it. That must mean he got his scoop. I can't wait to get my share of the take.
Woo! Yeah!
I love how he was camped out on top of like a rooftop, right? And a zombie gets into his helicopter. Like
See, the zombies are like xenomorphs. They somehow get onto the onto the transport.
what I'm surprised is that that the doors are like the chopper door is supposed to close.
Okay, no one can see what the fuck I just saw. I'm playing Star Wars Battlefront while we're streaming this. And the classic collection is very glitchy. I just had a fucking space rock go right through the ship interior.
See, where the fuck does that zombie come from? This is some dog shit.
It's a stealth zombie. Watch zombie films enough, and you will start to notice the epidemic of ninja zombies. They're not there one moment, next moment they're biting into your neck.
Frank's only way of escape just fucking melted within his eyes.
Oh! Wait a minute, Guardian, you're always looking for games to play. Have you played any of the Battlefront games on PSP?
I haven't played any of the Battlefront games, period. I hear they're
I think
good.
the original, like 2 is backwards. 1 and 2 original are available on Steam, and they're both backwards compatible, I believe. Highly suggest them. The Dice ones are they're Battlefield. They're not what I would call good Battlefront games. They're good Star Wars Battlefield games, but not Battlefront.
Challenge complete. Humanist. 3-day survivor. Awesome. Overtime mode. Sick. Cool. Damn, I saved not all the survivors. If you don't know, right? To get 100% in this game of like collecting all the survivors, right? You have to play it like super like specific. You have to do ending B, right? Which is supposed to, you know, basically ending B is supposed to give you Dr. Barnaby, Brad, and Jesse to, you know, save. So
Yeah,
like,
somehow magically
that's
Barnaby
more.
doesn't turn.
Well, yeah. So if you get the ending, or if you don't find Isabella, right, but give Brad the medicine, right, you can still continue doing the other missions, right, and then you can leave with a B, right, because Dr. Barnaby gives a shit story, right, of like, oh, it was all a conspiracy, right. That's what basically happens. Right. Interesting though. Wow. That's a lot of PP, dude. Look how much PP that is. 3 million PP? Damn, okay. So you'll quit, right?
Damn.
Do you want to save your completion data? When starting a new game, you can carry... Oh, yeah, sure, that's fine. Alright, so now that's over, right?
Hey, but no.
We get to play the overtime.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, but Guardian, if you're looking for fun shooters to play, Star Wars Elite Squad, that is basically Battlefront 3. It was going to be Battlefront 3 until I got pulled and canned and stripped down and put on the PSP.
Greg! What's the matter with you?
How did the zombies get up there?
Greg!
I kind of just it's because the spec ops or the soldiers going for Jesse, they breached the main door that was welded shut.
Oh,
That's how
okay.
they get up there.
The XP system, called PP, will never not be funny. He's an undeserving protagonist, but that's what makes him interesting. Okay, I got you, Megan.
Guardian, if you think PP is really funny, wait until you hear what COD has for
It wasn't
points. They
easy
sell
getting you
CP.
back here by myself, you know.
Why no one at
Relaxed on
Activision
me.
ever opened their mouth and said, hey, maybe we shouldn't call our token
I
CP?
collapsed.
I'll never not know why they didn't have that conversation.
No,
Anything other than CP probably should have been a term they used.
I have a sort of
Does that
3 million
mean-
PP energy that I bring into a room. Okay, Megan, okay. You must have gotten yourself infected somehow.
I only had a nibble of Carlito. Frank, no!
You
Hot take, I never liked
must have
Overtime's
gotten
mission.
yourself infected somehow.
I wonder.
The whole just, run around the mall. I mean,
I wonder how Frank got infected. I don't think it was by a bite. Because Jesse
Well,
didn't
does
have
he-
a wound
And
on her.
between infection and
and she-
zombification,
Does he
it
get
was great
stung
if
by
it
the
was a
wasp?
person. You're
I don't
lucky,
think so.
Frank. You seem
Huh.
to have a very high level of resistance.
So, so what you're saying is that I get to spend longer waiting for the inevitable. Is that it?
So Frank is basically just like
You know,
someone that's highly
I'm not
resistant
sure
to the
lucky
infection
is the word
compared to
I'd
like anyone else. Which is why he's still alive.
I believe it. It's a better excuse than what Obscure did. Obscure's like, hey, why aren't we turning into the monsters if we're
helicopter
infected?
crashed.
You're drinking energy drinks. Wait, is that really the reason? Yes, that's the reason we're using.
No one's coming to help us now.
I like Obscure, but man, Obscure's got some points where I'm like, oh god, this is so early 2000s teenage slasher horror. It's not even a slasher movie, it's a fucking
over
monster
for us.
movie. Or, well, game. You ever
No
play
matter
Obscure?
what we
No.
Nah. Never played it, man. I'm pretty sure it's your channel stuff. Pretty sure you played that on yours.
Allow me to advise, if you ever play it, you should know a G-string is plot critical.
Shut the fuck
not even a
up,
joke.
dude. Shut up.
It's not even a joke. That is
You're
actually
fucking
no.
with
It
me.
is. It is.
What if there was
It
some
hints
way
at a
to improve the
major story.
infection?
The sequel pulls out some dark shit.
Is that like
The sequel-
is that like how in Resident Evil 7,
If
right?
we could
It
extract
gives
and
you a look
administer
at
large dose of hormones from the corpus
it gives you a
allatum
look
of an
at
adult queen,
Zoe's bra.
It would potentially hinder the growth of the larvae in your blood,
Zoe.
starting the zombification
Hang
process.
on a sec.
I'm going
I
to
don't
say
understand a word you just
not
said.
as
What was
lacking,
supposed
but
to do?
definitely plot critical. It actually
I'll
is
need
plot
certain
critical. It
supplies
hints
to
at
get
something
this
that's
to
going to happen
work,
at the end of
and
the game.
Queens.
Oh, Obscure
As
2
many as
deserved
you
a
can get your
sequel.
hands on.
It deserved a sequel so badly, and I never got it.
Japan always does good in
Oh, no.
regards to Latino waifus.
All right.
Was she Latino?
Who
Latina?
Sounds like a
who are you talking about?
Sure beats sitting around here.
Talking about Isabella?
Oh, Guardian means, yeah, he means Isabella. I'm thinking of the chick from Obscure, and I'm
Uh,
like, no, I'm pretty
Max,
sure
get
she
over
was
here.
blonde.
Come here. Dog, come here. My dog doesn't want to listen. He's gonna get in trouble.
Many such cases.
Alright, cool. I gotta go get items to
Oh,
her.
that reminds me.
Oh wow, I get another
Guardian,
day
I've been
until
hanging out
someone-
with I've been hanging out with too many of you. What's the fancy word you all like nowadays? You Latinx. Yeah, I've been hanging. God, it sounds like a slur. I've been hanging out with too many of you. Too many Latino and Latinas. I fucking hate Latinx. I hate that term. I've been hanging out with too many of you because I fucking rolled an R today on stream. I'm like, huh. I've never in my life been able to roll a fucking R.
I like OG Isabella. OG Isabella is bad. She's a baddie for sure. New gen Isabella.
I think she looks good in some angles. When you first see her,
Some
she might be a
angles,
little too heavy
some
on the
angles,
eyeshadow.
yeah. I don't like her hair.
Really? That's the really? I'll have to look at the hair again when we see
Her hair is like
'Cause-
super frizzy, but not like pretty frizzy. You know what I mean? Like you got those girls that look.
I
good
mean,
with
they're in a
messy
mall
hair.
with zombies.
Yeah, but I mean, like you.
Oh, yeah.
Like original Isabella didn't have those issues.
You can call me a beaner, but not Latinx. Alright, what's your favorite cleaning brand?
Emergency backup.
Fuck your emergency backup. Die. You dick.
I
Max!
will say, that's one thing.
Come
These guys
here!
are so fucking bullet spongy. You need one of their guns.
What are you doing? You don't need to go out there right now. No.
Oh, bad doggo.
He wants to
Bad
hang out
doggo.
with everybody right now because everyone's in the garage, like
Aw.
you know, eating pizza and
Why
partying.
is everyone in the
pretty much.
garage? Why is everyone... Wait, people
My-
are partying. You're in here with us, fucking playing Deadrising.
Requesting
Yes.
emergency backup.
I'm happy you chose me.
Full information.
Well, I have obligations, man. You know.
Oh. And I run off that, much as I have criticism of Eminem, I do run off his whole work ethic thing about how, there was a guy talking about him on some talk show, and he said,
Oh, I got
I came in
an
at like
AT4.
5, that's... Hell yeah. I came in at 5, that's when I was told to show up, and then Eminem shows up, and he does work till about 12 or 1, then he takes a break, comes back in at 2, does shit until 5, and then he's out. And I was like, whoa, don't you want to work more? He's like, nah, I work, then I go home. I don't take this shit home. I got that kind of mindset. I'm like, you know, you gotta have it set in stone for your private
Good
time.
morning, dog. You
Yeah, I'll
doing
see you-
good? Bow.
None of you motherfuckers can spell bow bow. B-A-U. Bow bow. Bow bow. A bunch of... Clearly there's no ruffians in chat.
I already told you the way I spell bow, dude. And I spell bow the way Hirohiko Araki spells bow. And we all love
I would
Hirohiko
happily
Araki.
collab with, I'd happily collab with Full Metal. Find them very wholesome. I'd have to watch my tongue and avoid any slurs or swears or whatnot, but, you know, that's doable. I've always been good with children. And what are women but bigger children?
I'm telling. Shit, they found me. I found you, faker. Faker, you're calling me fake?
I have to say, just a side note when playing Battlefront, a lot of people said they might have fucked with the AI and made it not aggressive enough in the classic collection. I think on space battles they're more aggressive. That might just be a me thing. I'm just noticing that my ship gets fucked up a lot more than I remember ever getting fucked up.
Yeah, I'm gonna let my dog just keep whining until he calms down. He only wants to get out there so he can hang out with more people. Even though he was told to stay in here. He was told to stay in here with me. No, Max. Don't be a bad puppy.
I'm actually thinking of asking for Metal Barn 2010 Warfare for my PS3. Don't you already own 2010? I thought you did.
You might not.
'Cause you have Frontlines HD. I thought. I didn't think they sold those separately.
No. No. Down.
What?
Lay down, dog. Lay down. Come on. You do not need to go out there right now. You do not need to
But
go down
Gilman,
right now.
I want to go out.
No. No, Boppo.
Yes.
No. No. No, Boppo. No.
Have you tried throwing cheese at him?
You know, I would if I had money to buy cheese. You know, or I had money to replace cheese that I already have. I only give cheese to dogs that need to take their meds. And you don't have any meds, do you, Max? Come here. Lay down.
He needs not meds. He wants the cheese tax.
He wants the cheese touch.
Tax.
That's what I said. Touch. Let's see. Where should
see.
I go? I could go to... let's see. I could probably go to the... Let's see.
Wait, you can't get 2010 digitally, huh?
Okay, so...
Oh, it must have been a pre-order then.
Okay, I could go to Wonderland Plaza. Do I want to go to Wonderland Plaza? Probably not, actually. Actually, fuck it. We'll go to Wonderland Plaza because we can go and grab the, go grab the motorcycle and just drive past everyone.
Found him.
Oh, fucker.
Yeah, it must have been a pre-order then to where you get the, HD version of Frontline, the broken one. I say broken, because, Tag, I don't know if you ever played OG Medal of Honor Frontline, but in OG it had that, aiming style from, like, GoldenEye where you have to stand still and...
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's one of the ones I had. I had it on the GameCube.
Was it? Oh, I guess it was on the GameCube. Yeah, 'cause my brother played it. He had a GameCube.
Yeah. I remember it because that was the one, right? That had the not the unlimited ammo cheat code, but the bulletproof cheat code, right? Which basically gave you invincibility, and the only enemy you could die to at that point, right, was those that were hitting you in melee or those that were doing what's it called? Either melee people or people throwing knives, which were cooks. I don't know if you remember all that. It's been a long
I remember the cooks. And, believe it or not, Medal of Honor Frontline is one of those games that just stuck with me all these years.
Yeah, especially the multiplayer when you can play with like your brother, your best friend, right? And then you can go like fight outside the U-boat station. Fuck, dude, that's so much memories.
You know, me and Guardian were talking about this, and yeah, there really hasn't been a game that captured Medal of Honor. Okay, Medal of Honor, I know people say, oh, it's like, it's, you know, it's respectful, it's realistic, yeah. Medal of Honor always seemed to me like a John Wayne World War II movie. It always had a bit of that goofiness, like with the chefs throwing stuff, the guy whose uniform you steal so he chase after you in his underwear.
Oh, I love that one! I love that part! Oh my god!
He stole my uniform. Get back here.
Spicy Dorito time? Ooh, what kind of Doritos we talking? We talking like spicy nacho cheese, or are we talking like salsa verde? Because I love me some salsa verde. Sweet chili is actually not my favorite. Sweet chili kind of sucks. Spicy nacho. Gotcha. I'm more of a salsa guy. These are my favorites.
I'd always seem to go for, didn't know this, but the cook is actually the same guy over and over, lol. Well, you see, Guardian, back in the day, reusing character models wasn't exactly frowned upon. Actually, that was something I kind of appreciated in older games. It kind of died with Halo. Kind of. Nowadays, we have enemy types that really boil down. Far Cry is really bad about this, where they have Rifleman, Rusher, and Heavy. And it's basically all they have. They might have a shotgun guy if they're feeling spicy.
Spicy nacho Doritos
But you
my
play
favorite
fucking
snack
Halo.
for when I have a cold because the spicy clears my nose. Oh, that's a good idea.
Hey, but something like Medal of Honor or Halo or Turok Evolution also did it, even though Turok Evolution has a lot of problems with getting it working.
What?
They would have so many enemy types that would just like work.
Did you just say Turok Evolution?
Yeah, Turok Evolution.
You know, I think I might have that installed on my PS2 emulator, and I would not mind playing against some dinosaurs.
Have you played Evolution before?
Nope.
So I like Evolution.
Yeah.
It was not an easily made game. And you will be able to tell that as you play. You're going to be like, feels off. There's like really good moments. When you're fighting in the city and you're fighting alongside the Marines, oh, it is fucking great.
Where the fuck is this?
But there's also parts where you're like, why am I here? Where am I? What the fuck is going on?
What the fuck?
Also, the dinosaurs you fight, some people had a problem with it. I didn't get this, because in Turok 1 Dinosaur Hunter, you're fighting the campaigner. There's dinosaurs, there's raptors, those spiky dinos, I blank on their name. There was dinosaurs. Then 2 came out, and it gave you the dinosaurs. Basically, genetic reptile things that you fight, and they're bipedal. And then 3 did its whole thing with the Shadow of Oblivion, and Oblivion's forces, which was kind of weird. Then Evolution came out. For some reason, people bitch in Evolution. They're like, I don't feel like I'm fighting dinosaurs. There's dinosaurs, there's saber-toothed tigers, there's crocodiles, but a lot of the enemies you're fighting are essentially dinosaurs. I like Evolution. I'm one of the people that like that game. But it needs a Night Dive remaster that goes in, is like, hey, yeah, here's all the cut content, cut scenes, story elements, yeah.
I mean Galo.
I don't think you're supposed to go up the...
I was trying to do it, I'm sorry. Yeah. That'd be really funny.
I was watching, like... I don't know why you couldn't get up that.
I got that time, and I killed a guy at the same time. Let's go.
I'm gonna give a real hot take, though. I like Turok 2006.
Yeah? Was that on PS2 as well?
That was a PS3 360 game, and it is one that a lot of people don't like. Like, Evolution, people are like, okay, it had a rough making of, but 06 is the one where people are like, this is not Turok. I disagree. I think Turok 06 is pretty fucking good. And it deserved the sequel. Because the sequel is supposed to be this, like, Mad Max, Badlands, Dino Adventure. And we never got it.
Kids on Xbox used to make fun of me for playing Galo. Jokes on them because I grew up to be gay for women. Oh, you're talking about Halo. Gotcha. That was the joke. Thanks, Megan. Sometimes I don't get her humor.
Speaking of the squad mechanics, because, okay, Turok Evolution has really good AI, like Far Cry 2, but the game kind of has trouble tapping into that. There might be a mod that, like, patches the AI and makes it a bit more dynamic. Because it did that Halo thing where, like, hey, you have all these different types of units, and they all play off of each other. Some will surrender faster, some will flee faster, some will be way more aggressive or tactical. Turok 2 was ambitious. It was ambitious in a lot of ways. Actually, let me ask you this here. So you've never played a Turok. Are you familiar with Acclaim?
Acclaim, no.
They're the company that made Turok, and they are infamous for their stunts.
Negative. Your humor is so fucked. True.
I wouldn't say negative. Definitely more infamous. It did blow up in their face quite a few times. Like when Turok came out, they're like, "Hey, name your son Turok, and we will give you a free copy of the game and $10,000." That was a harmless one, but you had one where they essentially made a poster board that was supposed to bleed at a bus stop. Something went wrong, and it ended up leaking, so they made an entire street in England run red with fake blood. Because they pumped too fucking much through it. There was also one where, hey, put on your gravestone Dead Man or whatever for the Dead Man video game. They would pull any kind of stunt you can think of. Mostly harmless, but definitely infamous. I like Acclaim. I miss them, and apparently they're coming back. Apparently the company has been reopened somehow. It's sort of like how THQ came back as THQ Nordic, but I don't think they're going to be as wild, which sucks.
Oh, okay. That's like Telltale coming back.
Is Telltale coming back? I know the company that, like, bought their IP said, hey, we'll finish up several of them. I don't know if they're ever going to finish up Wolf Among Us, because I know that was a fan favorite.
Oh, they were.
Oh, shit, is it coming out still?
Yeah.
You said were, like, they're not anymore.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
I'm gonna be honest, I got burnt out on... No, I got burnt out on Telltale during Walking Dead Season 2. I had the first one on my PS Vita.
Oh, dude.
I played a little bit of Game of Thrones.
That makes so much sense, dude. That makes so much sense why you didn't stick with it, to be honest. Alright, so I got two things in the entrance plaza. It just didn't hit it, you know, the same.
Oh, everyone agrees to it. Oh, okay, I thought it was just a me thing getting burned down the gameplay. Okay, I have been wanting to try their Jurassic Park game. I presume it's Telltale that made that.
Yes it was, and it is not, it's soft canon.
Okay, well at this point, you know what? I don't really take Jurassic Park as much more than a B-movie franchise, so fuck it, I'm fine with soft canon.
Megan said, that shit's funny though, I'd name a cat Turok if I was promised 10K. Same. This is my child? Her name is Turok?
Wait, was any of The Walking Dead after Walking Dead original, was any of it good? The video games by Telltale.
I thought the third one was fine. I mean, it had a lot to, like, be, like, brought back to, right? It's about this guy. It's not Clement. Clementine's in the story, but she's not, like, the main focus of it. The main focus is a guy named, oh god, what's his fucking name? I'm trying to think of his name now. His name is... I can't think of his fucking name. It's like a Spanish name, right? I'm trying to think of his fucking name now. Javier. Close enough. I mean,
of course it's fucking Javier.
Right? It's about Javier, right? And you know, he's with his family because his dad died like during the start of the apocalypse, right? And you know, when you know, he's there because his dad passed away. You know, his brother's pissed at him, his brother's kids are there, his you know, wife is there, his mother's there, and like their uncle, right? And what ends up happening is that you know, the dad wakes up from his death. He becomes a zombie, and then, you know, everyone else is like, oh no, People's awake.
Wait a minute,
know?
is this set this is set before the apocalypse, right?
Before-
Before the zombies really started rising up?
Before and during.
Okay, I think I played the... I want to say the demo included this, or else I saw someone play it. Because I do faintly remember this scene.
Right? But what ends up happening is that, you know, what's his name? Javier, right? Is pretty much stuck with his brother's kids for, like, the next couple years because, you know, Javier's brother goes ahead and takes their mom to the hospital. Right? So that's that. You know, so he's stuck with, you know, his sister-in-law and their you know, his brother's kids, right? And over time, right, he ends up getting into a situation where like they're literally all that they have for each other, right? So the brother and the sister-in-law start like falling in love. This is still Walking Dead, by the way. Still Walking Dead. They start falling in love.
Walking Dead always had its character drama.
Right. But they start falling in love, right? And then they find the older brother again, right? But one of the kids dies, and the kid died because of the community that, you know, the older brother is part of. And, you know, it just gets worse from there, man. There's a comic book character that comes into play, which is like Jesus, you know, Paul Rovier. Yeah, he pops in for like a solid couple episodes. And yeah.
Does Daryl or anyone from the show ever pop up in the video games?
Yeah,
I'm curious if there went that insane.
Glenn and Herschel.
Well, okay, I mean, original characters from the show.
No, because that's based on the comics.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if maybe they were like, hey, we can squeeze Norman Reedus into this. Why not? It's Norman Reedus. Actually, there was a Walking Dead game with Norman Reedus.
Yeah,
Survival Instinct.
I like that one. All right, I'm gonna check up here, see if there are any zombies actually, like you told me to look.
I have that. I want to play it. It reminds me of I don't know if you played this back in the day, Last Stand.
Found him.
Oh
or
yeah.
Last Stand 2, that zombie survival
dude,
game.
Yeah, dude. I have the whole collection. I got the Last Stand, Last Stand 2, Last Stand Union City. I have the whole collection up on Steam. Love that series so much.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck, now I'm thinking about funny stuff.
I'm glad to see a bunch of old, say it would be called Flash games. Yeah, Flash. Java is the phone. I'm happy to see a lot of those come back, like Warfare 1914, 1944. They bundled that.
And the Fancy Pants
for, like,
Adventures?
$10.
The Fancy Pants Adventures?
Fancy Pants Adventures. Was that the Stickman guy?
The Stickman guy with the orange pants, and he's like running around, he's vibing.
I think we're thinking of two different things, but if it's from ArmoredGames.com, I most likely have seen part of it.
Yep.
I've located
Oh fuck! He jump scared me. Fucking die. Oh, I killed two of them.
Hey, actually, let me ask you this. Oh no. Let me ask you this here. Would you ever play Death? Oh, cool. They had a rocket launcher.
Yeah. It's an AT-4.
Or AT-4. Oh, I see it now. Okay. I looked at the picture in the upper right, and it just because you get compression, it looks like a fucking tube. I thought it was a law rocket launcher. No, I was going to ask, have you ever played Death Stranding, or do you have any interest in that?
Not really. What's it about? I know Norman Reedus is the fucking guy for it. Oh fuck no.
Well.
Oh fuck no. No, there's too many. I'm back.
The problem with Death Stranding was that it is a niche game made by a passionate, semi-artistic
I killed 3 of them with it. Holy shit.
Hideo Kojima.
I love Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Oh yeah. But the problem was when Death Stranding was coming out.
It was
first
PT,
off,
right? Wasn't it?
No, he made PT, which was going to be Silent Hills, and then that got canceled and that fell through.
And it became Death Stranding
Sony's
because you know, they needed to fulfill Norman Reedus' contract, right?
I heard a much more wholesome version that Kojima, Norman, and not Danny Trejo. What the fuck is his name? Del Toro. Kind of just wanted to keep, because you gotta keep in mind, Del Toro had 2 games fall out beneath him by this point, and it's like that's gotta hurt your not ego, but it's just gotta feel sucky. You like work on 2 different games and they both fall through. I heard they just wanted to make another game, but anyways, Sony gets them, makes them a first-party company, so that takes his game, puts it more in the spotlight.
I just read Megan's
Fucking-
messages, dude. Hold on a minute. Let me read these out real quick. So first thing she said is, and then Hobby and the sister-in-law start kissing, squishing parts together. I would like to squeeze Noraritas platonically and affectionately. I fucking love Death Stranding because it's more of a stoner niche chill game rather than something like streamable.
Well, no, Death Stranding, the problem with Death Stranding is that it's a niche game that was made by Kojima, and at this point, Max already put out his Metal Gear Rising Revengeance video, which got a lot of mainstream attention. Then Metal Gear Solid started getting more and more popular in the mainstream. You know, Metal Gear Solid was already popular, but, you know, not everyone was hopping on it. And then fucking Sony gets in there like, hey, here's a first-party game, we're gonna market the hell out of it. So you have a niche artistic game that's now being pushed in the mainstream, so when it comes out, people like Cat Icarus plays it. And no hate on Caddy.
We love
never...
Caddy here, ladies and gentlemen. We don't hate on Caddy.
I wouldn't say I love him, but I'm okay with him. I would never fucking hand him Death Stranding and say, yeah, you'll enjoy this. Never, never. He's more of a 3D platformer kind of guy. You know, he's chilly, like those sort of upbeat, like Banjo-Kazooie, whatever that one with the lizard was that was like a spiritual successor that was originally on JonTron in it. I forgot what it's called.
Gex?
But yeah, he should never have touched that game. Yeah, if he liked it, fair enough. And you know what? He gave his opinion. I can't really say it's a bad thing, but I can say that obviously he's not the type to like taking this chick I know named Mary Sue the Arch Sheep. You know, sitting her down and saying, hey, let's watch a horror movie. She's not going to be into it. That was very much what happened. It was a game that shouldn't have been popular in the mainstream that got into the mainstream, so you got a lot of shit on it. I liked it. I thought it was fun. Guardian liked it. He thought it was fun. Or, I don't know, maybe it's because I got postal worker genes or something. I'm fine with it. It's basically, it's a walking sim in the sense that it is a simulation of walking. It's not a walking sim in the sense of the park where it's, hey, walk forward. Booga booga. Oh no. I fucking hate the park. That game sucks so fucking hard. I paid $20 for that piece of shit. It was literally 5 hours of hold forward. Look, Gone Home might be artistic. It might be this amazing story. I really don't care. I need some fucking gameplay. And that's what Death Stranding is. Death Stranding has gameplay the same way like a trucker video game does. Obviously, it's all about moving supplies. It's not Army of Two. You're not going to get in the gunfight after gunfight.
Oh, dude, I love Army of Two.
But
I also love Kane and Lynch, dude.
No, did you like Dog Days?
I like
The sequel, Kane and Lynch.
Oh, no, I just like Kane and Lynch too. My bad.
That was Kane and Lynch 2, you silly Billy.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Kane and Lynch 2, Dog Days.
Oh, weird. Don't remember that.
All I remember is Kane and Lynch 2 is a kind of short. That was the only criticism I
Max,
really
you can't
saw
go
about
out
it.
there. Stop. You don't gotta go
Max,
to the bathroom.
go.
Don't be a
listen to
fucking
your
dick.
master. Do it.
Don't
Rebel.
be a dick.
Yes. Let the rebellion flow through you, Max. Or what the fuck is your dog's name?
Max is his name. Dog Days is really fun despite the short length. Give me this AT4.
Yeah, it's probably fun.
I'm stealing an AT4. All I gotta do now is blow up the helicopter out there.
Army of Two is great, and if you've ever played the PSP version of Army of Two: The 40th Day, it's more arcadey. It's a top-down sort of shooter, but it's really fun. It actually captures the console pretty well.
Well, I'm sorry, Megan. I keep calling you Max. That's not my intention. Okay. It's not my intention. Okay.
Fire!
His name is Maximus, right? But I call him Max because that's literally what it fucking is.
Hey, man, is he the leader of the legions in the north?
No, he's like the guy from the Fallout show.
I need to watch that.
It's so
I've
good.
heard good shit. I've heard bad shit about it.
It's
my takeaway
literally
is
it's so good. The actors are great.
well, okay. I'm gonna say people who complain about the Ghoul.
Dude, I'm not.
I have no problem
no,
with him. Any
no,
scene I've seen
no,
of him
dude,
was fine.
Dude, the Ghoul is fucking amazing.
Or great.
Dude,
Yeah,
he's
he's
sitting in the fucking he's sitting in the fucking town, right? And this guy gets shot in the neck. He's like right next to him, right? In cover. And he's like, well, I'd offer you one of these cherry tomatoes, but you got a hole in your neck. And he like eats a cherry tomato as this guy's bleeding out of his fucking neck. He's so good. And like his backstory hits so hard. Oh my god. Walton Goggins is his name.
Yeah, isn't he the dude from Hateful Eight?
Yes, he is the guy from Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
He is also the prisoner from Predators.
Predators.
That's
okay,
when,
can you narrow that down? Because technically, they're all prisoners.
That's when they are on an alien planet.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, there was a prisoner
convict.
guy. Wait, he's
he
the
was
one
a
that tries
convict.
shanking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that tries shanking the
That was one of his
Predator,
first.
that's
That was one of his
Drug
first
that
acting
stops
gigs.
The parasite growth.
Damn.
It was good. It was a good film. I like Predators a lot.
I like
Have you ever
Predators.
made it
That's
Yeah,
a,
I like
no,
Predators.
that's
I
not a
think
hot
you'll see
take.
in that
That's
one.
like true.
My brother asked
know?
me to research a
I've
method of
seen enough
suppressing
people that
embarrassment.
dislike that one to be like,
Of course,
it's kind of a
my
hot take.
plan
Dude, it's
but
got
everyone
Danny
agrees
Trejo
the
in it,
Predators.
and it
Synthesize
has like
them in the
a
lab.
whole bunch of like A-list Hollywood movie actors. It's fine.
So,
It's Danny
he
Trejo
was
for like
looking to
5
protect
whole
himself from
minutes.
his own
That
It's
sucks.
fine. It's
I
fine,
wanted
right?
Danny around
He
more.
wanted a
Dude,
way out. Is that it?
what was
I
cool
don't
was the
know.
Yakuza guy was literally like,
I
go,
know he
I'll
didn't bring a
take on
drug
this
with him
predator, right?
here.
And he did single-handedly,
no
but also
idea
got
what he
killed.
intended to
And
use
I'm
it
like,
for.
oh damn, what a fucking beast.
You think I'm just making excuses,
Uh,
but
we've
Carlito
been
took
waiting.
things
It took
from me.
3 movies before we saw a Predator melee fight. 3 fucking movies.
And it was a sick predator fight. That sword,
Even if this,
the sword, the sword that they had,
even
right,
if you do manage
that
to make
movie,
this drug,
was strange
it
because
won't
like,
completely cure me.
like if you
What?
go back to like the Predator
I'm
show
afraid
that
not.
just dropped, right, with the 3 episodes, right?
When the effect wears off.
Yeah, I started to watch that one.
He went back to
parasite will develop
one of the Predators went to the
as it
samurai
normally
era,
would,
right? And was literally
continuing the
cleaving
zombification
through
process.
the swords of samurai, which is bullshit.
I would
Fat
believe there's
Mike,
enough
that does it.
advancement in steel from, say, I'm assuming the Meiji period. There's probably been enough advancement, or Edo period. There's been enough advancement in steel that I could believe modern day ones are a bit stronger. Or,
It's the only
fuck,
hope
maybe
I've
even
got
made
now.
out of spring steel.
Mhm.
Don't know if you'd want to make a katana out of spring steel, but you could. I'm not stopping you.
This is all I need as far as supplies are concerned. Now all we
Great,
need
now I'm
are
thinking if
some
there's ever been a katana made out of spring steel. That has to be a thing. Someone has to have done that. I refuse to believe
Listen.
in the year of our Lord, 2025, no one has made a spring
Just
steel
how long do
katana.
you suppose your drug will prevent me from turning into a walking corpse?
During my research, I was never able to conduct proper
I would
clinical
love to
studies.
get into
To a certain extent, the
what's the
period
term?
of
What's the term before you make
effectiveness
swords?
depends on each patient's physiology.
Blacksmithing.
It could be a year, maybe only a week.
I'd love to
There's
get
no
into
way
that,
to tell
but
for
I
sure.
do not have the means to set up anything even
Oh,
close
true.
to generate that level of heat.
True.
So,
True. Me
I'll
and my
be a
brother wanted to
walking
want to
zombie
make a.
time bomb.
My brother wants to make a like a
A
kiln,
time bomb?
so we could like melt down metal, so we could like
What?
form it into like bars and stuff for trading in the future.
Once the drug's
if
development
like
was complete,
things go
Carlito
like
poured his
south.
energy into starting an NPO dedicated to helping war orphans.
Yeah.
We had 50 doses of the drug prepared.
You see,
Ow.
I have
Not long
little
after that,
lead army men,
NPO
and
managed to
I
find
wait for
homes for a
some
large
British
group of children.
loser to kill my son so I may melt it down,
Want to guess
and
just
then
how many?
hunt him down and stab his horse with the American flag, and then shoot him with my flintlock. I've been watching The Patriot. I've been getting a lot of clips of The Patriot lately. That movie goes fucking hard. I presume, as a fellow American, you've seen The Patriot with Mel Gibson.
Are you saying he infected these kids
don't
and then
think
gave
so.
them your drug?
You disappoint
That he
me.
made 50 little ticking time bombs?
How do you
I
live in
don't
this country and
know.
you've never seen Mel
I just
Gibson's The
don't know.
Patriot? That's like being in Japan and
It
never
is
seeing
possible.
Godzilla.
Look at this.
I haven't.
New York, D.C.,
You
L.A.
and I are gonna sit down
These
and watch
kids are
Pete.
spread all over the
We're
country.
gonna watch a director's cut. Guardian,
Your
you've seen The
theory is right.
Patriot, right?
The entire country
Yes.
could be crawling
Guardian
with
has given
zombies
up
by
on the
now.
chat. He left stream.
Okay,
I don't know what's
Patriot
worse.
is not
That we don't know for
super
sure, that we can't
accurate
warn
to
anyone about
history.
this.
I mean, it's accurate enough. It's historical fiction. So
Well,
there's
what
one
we
scene
need
in
to do
particular
right
where the
now is
British
prepare
bad
the
guy
hormone
essentially burns a
and get
church
you
full of
taken care
women,
of.
children, and whatnot.
What the fuck?
Because he is actually, well, he is actually a fucking psychopath. He was given permission because he had to root out the ghost, Mel Gibson's character, because the people love him. And he has a personal grudge against Mel Gibson's character. He's the antagonist. They actually don't make the British look too bad. The British are mostly reasonable. It's the captain of the Dragoons. He's like the psychopath. But anyways,
He said, Guardian says he's seen it. He said Kitsu showed him the film. He says really good.
hell yeah. Oh, it's great. The whole film, Mel Gibson is like a veteran of the French and Indian War. 7-Year War, if you want to use the proper term. I hate the French and Indian War. It's a dumb title. I don't know why we call it that and not the 7-Year War, but also in high school we tend to focus only on the American front. We don't address the fact it was essentially World War I, but I'll save that argument for another day and not clog up your chat. I apologize.
You're good, man.
No,
You're
no.
good.
His kids, Mel Gibson's kids, think he's sort of a bit of a pushover because everyone's like, we need tax. We do not have taxation with representation. We must go to war. And Mel Gibson's like, yeah, nah. I've seen enough of this shit. I don't want any more. Especially what he did at Fort Wilderness, which is a great scene in the movie when Heath Ledger's character finally gets him to open up about it. But yeah, no, all his kids think he's a pushover. And then Heath Ledger's character, his eldest son, is like, I'm gonna join the Continental Army. And he gets captured as a letter carrier. And the Dragoon guy's like, yeah, we're gonna take him back to the fort and hang him. And Mel Gibson obviously can't let that happen. So he takes his two youngest sons, because his second oldest gets killed at that moment, because he tries to save his older brother. Mel Gibson takes his two youngest, gives them a couple of squirrel guns, and proceeds to track down the squad escorting his eldest son, and just tears through them. And then he pulls out the fucking tomahawk dagger combo, starts going fucking Cherokee on their asses, and it's brutal. Even their kids are looking at him like, Dad, what the fuck? Were you always like this? And he's just chopping through the redcoats. It's a great fucking movie.
Kind of reminds me of
don't bring it up to a.
Kind of reminds me of I don't know if you've seen Lock and Key before. It's like this show on Netflix. Pretty good.
Lock and Key. Lock with an E or
Lock with an E. Yeah.
Just Lock.
Lock.
Is this a crime show?
No, it's a show about this family, right? That have like powers from this like alternate dimension, right? And a certain bloodline, right? The people are called Locks, right? So the Lock bloodline is able to create these keys to basically be able to form whatever needs that they want, right? So they create a key to where like they're able to see like magic and stuff like that like past their like age point, because when they turn 18 they start forgetting about everything that they've created. It's pretty cool.
I'll have to track that down. I'm always looking for good shows.
Yeah, I'd recommend. Oh fuck, there's helicopters now.
I'm gonna ruin historical movies for you here real quick. You ever notice in films that take place in the age of gunpowder, a lot of the times the cannons are perfectly still?
Yeah.
In The Patriot, no matter who, like, okay, History Buffs is a British man. He hates that fucking movie, as most British do. You know, it doesn't put him in the greatest light, so I can understand why. But then again, I love RRR, and they make Titus Pullo a villain. I'm okay with that. But no, all the cannons have sufficient recoil. They show the fact that cannonballs on dry terrain will bounce and will take your fucking leg off. The Patriot's got a lot of good historical accuracy outside of major events. In terms of major events, it takes liberties, but in terms of the small details, it's not bad.
Okay, Guardian, we'll see you in a few, man. Just, you know, come back and see us
My
again.
guardian.
He just went to go do
We'll
something.
probably be here for like. Yeah, it'll probably be like another hour before you get to the end of it.
Oh, definitely. But like, you know, this stream might be a little short, if that's the case.
No. Oh, is that why we started late? So we'd end at the same time. Thus, we'd trick the audience into believing that they've watched the
He
full
found
stream.
it. He found it out. Well, give him a prize, ladies and gentlemen. A big old.
To be
fuck
fair,
you.
I am not to blame for the delay. I'm to blame for the second delay. The first one was on you. The second was on me. We were supposed to start at 9. That was like, you know, our original fallback idea. And then I was like, well, fuck it, I'm making dinner. So I guess we'll start at 10. And here we are, chat.
Yep. Now we're sanguine. Excuse me. So I believe all the zombies spawn in now. Yep, they have.
I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I have my opinions on Game Grumps and all of that, but I was always shocked by the fact that they were never able to beat Deadrising. They got to the end bit, they got to overtime, and for some reason, actually no, they didn't. They got stuck on the very end of the game. They couldn't, for some reason, make it to Jesse and the helipad. I don't know why. They just, for some reason, could not. Just being killed.
I was gonna say, there was this one guy, right, that I watched a lot of when it came to like zombie games and stuff. It was Rad Brad. I don't know if you know him.
Rad. That sounds familiar. I most definitely have seen him. I don't actively search him out, but he pops up occasionally just, you know, due to what I watch. Yeah, him. There was also Nitro Red. I don't know if you ever seen him.
Yeah, Nitro Red. You're right. Damn. It feels so good, like, talking about old YouTubers that are, like, vintage.
Nitro Red's still going. He hasn't stopped.
Well, so's Rad Brad. He hasn't stopped either. I mean, he's got, like, kids at this point, but he hasn't stopped.
Jesus. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of awkward when I have kids and I'm like, yeah, I'm still talking about video games. My plan is to advance into something else. Obviously, I don't want to stop talking about video games because I just enjoy movies, video games. I'm not gonna stop that. But yeah, I definitely want to like branch out. I don't know, writing books or something. Something a little. Yeah, I've worked enough back-breaking jobs. You know, I don't want to end up fucking crippled in my 50s.
I'm already crippled.
Be like,
and
hey,
I'm not
kid.
even 50.
Well,
I'm being serious. Like,
you're still functional though.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could lift your kid, right? If you had like a 8-pound kid.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, okay. When I say crippled, I mean like to the point where you can't lift your kids. I would not want to be at that point in my life. Because I'll probably have kids when I'm like in my 30s. That's always been like my intention, to get married and have kids in my 30s.
Fuck off.
If things go right, there's going to be an 8-year age gap though between me and my girlfriend, so that's going to be a... You know, she'll be young enough. She'll survive. We don't live in the 14th century
Why,
anymore.
having kids? What are you gonna do to her?
What the fuck do you think I'm going to do there? She's a woman. They're designed to have kids.
Yeah, you said she's a woman. It's her job. Jesus, Game Grumps fell off hard. Yeah, Game Grumps fell off hard. I don't know why people thought that, like, what's his name had, like, a problem with, John had a problem with Dan? Or not Dan, but, Aaron?
Aaron?
Yeah, that was not, like...
Oh, the reason for that drama, from what I understood, because a Starcade happened, that, like, showed that him and Dan, because Dan was the one with the fuzzy hair, Aaron was the one with kind of the dopey face.
Yeah, well, him and Aaron were, like, fine after that, you know?
Yeah. Well, Starcade, yeah, was a show that basically it's just JonTron wasn't on Game Grumps anymore, and then Aaron came on, and I guess people just kind of in their head concocted that, oh,
No,
John must have got fired.
No.
What?
No. You're getting it back.
Am I messing up my lore?
You're getting it back.
Okay. Go on.
Dan was the one that joined Game Grumps after John left.
Oh, yeah, no, okay, yeah, no, I'm remembering Starcade now. Sorry, I had that backwards, yeah.
Yeah. I just told him, don't worry, Megan, I'm fixing his brain right now.
Well, yeah, I don't keep up with internet drama too much. I mean, hell, the only reason I remember half the people like Logan Paul, KSI, or any Rice Gum. Rice Gum?
Pro
Rice Gum?
Jared.
Rice Gum.
Pro Jared.
Pro Jared. That's it. Oh. I was never a Pro Jared viewer, so I kind of missed most of that drama. Didn't he... It was either Pro Jared or the other guy that looks like Pro Jared. Maybe wanking on. All these people blur together, man. I don't keep up with YouTube drama that much. I get it. Not Germa. There's Pro Jared. Who? Spoonie. That's the dude I'm thinking of. Spoonie. I was thinking of the guy who yelled betrayal with Angry Joe. Betrayal! Betrayed me! Dude, calm down. The new XCOM game looks kind of cool. Betrayal! I like Declassified. Well, I like what I've seen of Declassified.
I really lost a lot of respect for Game Grumps over the years. Lots of shitty stuff. So what ended up happening, right, with Pro Jared was his nudes got leaked, right?
But
you know,
inherently, nudes getting leaked isn't a bad thing. Inherently. Now, if they're coming from kids, that's a bad thing.
Oh, yeah. True. But the allegations were that, hey, he was messing around with kids. And he's like, nope, I wasn't. Here's my evidence, proving I didn't.
Yeah, he took a while to get to it, and I understand why. He he made sure all his I's were dotted, T's crossed.
That wasn't the only thing that he had going on, right? He had some issues.
Hey, he also had the cosplay outfit.
Oh, what? Well, that's one of those photos, right? That's one of those photos, right?
Yeah.
That's the same thing, right?
Look, I'm just saying, sometimes a guy's got to dress up like Sailor Moon. I ain't gonna judge him. He did it in the privacy of his own house, and he didn't say he didn't push it upon me. So
there was the issue.
I really didn't care.
There was the issue with his wife, right? And his wife was a swinger, right?
Oh yeah, I fucking hate this shit.
Right. And
she won people over initially. She won people over because she was like, oh yeah, he's abusive to me and all this shit.
Exactly.
It seemed to point to it. It's that he took so long.
And then Jared pulled out all the stops. He pulled everything out. Bro, Jared also got himself into a complete poly relationship with Ross, his wife. Oh, that's true. That's true, right? Because you know, for this thing to work for them, right? Their relationship to work, right? Jared could pick any girl he wanted, right? And he started a relationship with Ross's wife.
Ross from Game Grumps?
Yeah.
Found him. Calling information. Requesting emergency backup.
It's your channel. I'm not gonna say exactly what I used to think of Ross, but I always had a certain view of him.
What? What do you mean, a certain view of him?
I think someone's here.
I just thought he looked like a faggot. And not in the sense of he's gay. I just mean in the sense of he can be gay, not
Derek,
a faggot. But
Derek,
he always gave me that vibe of there's something wrong with you.
Don't say that! Don't say the F word. Shit, dude!
It's what I thought of him.
You could have said...
It's like calling someone a moron.
You could have said he looked gay. And I'm like, I would have been
No, he did look gay.
Yeah,
that wasn't the problem.
You could have said that.
Him looking gay wasn't the problem. I just got that he was like I just got he was a fuckboy. That was my view of him. Through and through, that was just my view of him. It's like, you don't do anything to irritate me, but I really wouldn't,
what the
not because I think he's a pedophile, but I really wouldn't trust you with kids.
Like, ethical polyamory is rad, but not... That was NOI.
No.
Or that was not ethical. Because she didn't tell Ross...
I'm a one-man, one-woman person.
That's true. That's true, though.
I don't fuck with that cuck shit. That never ends good in my opinion.
It wasn't even that. It wasn't cuck shit.
You can call it swinging. Point is, letting your partner fuck other people. I can't agree with that.
He didn't
Woman
know.
never asked
He didn't.
Me.
Well, so Jared knew, right?
What?
Ross
Jared
didn't know,
did. Jared
right? Ross didn't know. Ross's wife knew.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, of course she knew. I hope she knows whose dick is in her. Oh, wow. Hey, Ross, honey. You feel different, Ross. Huh. I didn't know those pills actually worked.
Oh wow, it's wow, it's a pro named Jared. That's pretty bad. I like Pro Jared though. He's got good videos.
God, I keep confusing him with Spoonie, so don't even ask me to say if his videos are good. It's no offense to him, just I never watched him back in the day. Him and Spoonie just the wires are crossed.
That's
I cannot see a difference
like,
amongst them.
That's like Space Hamster and Pro Jared, or fucking.
What the fuck is Space Hamster?
You don't know who Space Hamster is?
No, that look. My introduction to the internet, as you know, all the drama shit and whatnot, was Keemstar, and that guy with the glasses. That was my and maybe blistered thumbs back when that was a thing.
So you're a big fan of Nostalgia Critic?
You know what? Honestly, Doug,
No.
at the end of the day, was probably like the only decent person there.
I'm the Nostalgia Critic.
Like,
I remember, so you don't have to. Fucking love the Nostalgia Critic, dude.
Once we have Olive, are you
Yeah,
absolutely sure?
his humor's not always for me, but he seems like the only decent person there. And you know, the charity work he does, he seems alright.
Yeah, that's
he seems
true.
alright.
That's true. He does a lot of good charity work. I love.
You're gonna inject me with that.
He does genuine charity work too. I don't hate the completionist.
He
At least
also-
I'm not aware of any reason to
he
hate him.
He
But
also
that
hangs out
whole
with
drama.
He also hangs out with people on stream, which is pretty cool.
He streams?
Yeah, He was going through like the first like Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 lately, at least I think he was.
Doug Walker played Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. Original or remake?
At least
no,
I won't
2,
have to
3,
worry
and
about
4.
turning into one of them for a while.
Okay, but original or remake?
Remake.
I'm gonna have to watch. Wait, is this on his like Nostalgia Critic
okay.
channel, or was this an
It
off
should
channel?
be. It should be.
I'm gonna have to watch
figure out a
that.
way
The
to get
Nostalgia
the hell
Critic
outta
channel is
here.
called Channel Awesome, so it should be that.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that. I did
I was
not
also
know he
reading
played
the
that.
hormone.
Did he play with like Angry Joe
I
or
managed
something?
to identify
I
a
don't know.
pheromone that suppresses the attack instinct in adult
Hey, I'll have to watch
parasites.
that. Vader, get off the fucking turret. Vader, you're
In
a
other
hero.
words,
God
the
damn it.
zombies don't
I should never let the
live
AI
smells.
take a hero in Star Wars Battlefront.
If you
I'm
give me
Vader. I have a
little more time,
lightsaber. I live by
I should
killing.
be able to
Oh, so you're
produce some
gonna
of this
run up and
pheromone.
stab him, right? No, I'm gonna hop on this
Do you
turret.
think it smells bad?
Thank you, AI. Very nice.
You think we could use something like that to keep them away from us?
Him as a parasite. Would I call Keem a parasite?
We could just walk right past them
Yeah.
and get out of here.
Eh.
In theory,
The worst thing
yes.
Keem did that I'm aware of was
Either
the old
way.
man situation.
It's certainly
And
better than
There
nothing.
was a cave.
Honestly, I think you know what? I
Outside,
think he's
where the
beating
helicopter
himself up on
crashed.
that one
It was
enough. I
packed with
genuinely
zombies.
think
I mean,
he's.
shoulder to shoulder.
I think that one's gonna live with him
But
for
it
the
may
rest of his
lead
life.
somewhere outside.
Are you familiar with the old man situation or no?
If it works,
No, I'm not.
your
Way
anti-zombie
back in
perfume
Keem's early career,
could keep us
yeah,
safe in that cave.
I got bad info or something about this elderly man who
say?
did Let's Plays,
You
and he
ready to
proceeded to
get
call
the
him a
hell outta
pedophile.
here?
And it came out that Keem was wrong. And according to the old man, I'm
There
blanking
won't
on
be
his
enough
name,
of
he
this
did say
pheromone to
Keem
waste it on
reached out, offered him
experiments.
money, offered
We
apology,
only
all this
have
shit.
enough to use
But
it
the old man
once.
would end up taking his life because trolls hopped on and they're like, ah, you're a pedophile.
Whatever you say.
Old man
Oh,
can't take
oh,
stress,
oh, are
eventually
you
chose to
talking
kill
about-
himself.
Oh, are you talking about the old YouTuber guy? I'm trying to think of his name.
Yeah, I'm blanking on his name, but you know the one I'm talking about. That is probably the worst thing Keem did. Like, everything else is drama. We can excuse all the rest as just schizos being schizos online. That's fair game. But, yeah, that's probably the only, like, genuinely fuck thing Keem has done that I'm aware of. I'm not aware of anything else. But I don't keep up on him much.
But considering how many of
I
them
have
keep
no idea.
At
pouring
least not
out,
anymore. I know.
must be
I
connected.
know he's like
Keem's entire career
retired.
is based on
Isabella,
harassment,
look.
leeching off of other people's suffering. True.
Any other way out of
Um,
here is guarded by the military.
It was the Federation of Angry Gamers. He was okay.
If we're gonna get out of here, and
Don't
stop
spell
the
it out.
I like,
Don't
um,
spell.
I like,
would be nice.
I like
It's the
Mudahar,
only way.
who does some ordinary gamers or whatever.
It's not like we're
his channel,
unarmed.
right? He's
Mudahar
got
was
this.
there.
The perfume. though.
Mudahar's great.
My introduction for DramaTube was basically all the big ones: Mudahar,
Dude,
Augie RFC,
Dude, what's
Wouldn't
Medicare.
be alive
What's
right
funny,
now
right,
if
is
your
that
shot
Mudahar
hadn't
also
worked.
introduced me to Deadrising on the phone, on the iPhone.
The perfume's gonna work too.
Oh my goodness! Oh, you're
I
familiar
know
with
it.
that?
Yeah, I am on the iPad. You could play.
Will you play that version though? That's the real question.
That's the only. Well, it's the only version that lets you play as Carlito, motherfucker. What do you
All right.
mean?
Let's go.
Yeah.
The oldie.
Oh, I miss that so much when games used to be like, yeah, we're gonna have 5 games that come out all with the same cover, but they're all gonna play radically different.
Same. It's like when Black Ops comes out for the DS compared to like the 360. You still get zombies, but I mean, it's still bad. Okay, I'm gonna.
No, I'll die in the hill and say for the DS they were kind of impressive, and they were all side stories
like them.
too.
True. They also were all
They're
not
not
canon.
great, but oh, were they?
They were not.
I've only played the Modern Warfare one, the first one, and I played World at War. Those were the 2 I played. I'm going to be honest though, the DS has a better running of COD games than Sony handhelds. The Sony's got Call of Duty Road to Victory, which was okay. It had way too aggressive of a lock on, but you know that's fine. And then you have Declassified, which I spent $5 on that game. I still feel ripped off. The part about Declassified was just the multiplayer.
Oh, wasn't that we won or whatever?
Declassified? No, that was a PS Vita exclusive.
Oh.
It was basically 10 spec op missions.
Oh, dude, that shit's. Do you even have zombies?
Nope. You didn't get a horde mode or anything. You got spec ops, and then you had multiplayer. And the multiplayer was decent. There's actually a fan base for it because it's just Black Ops 1 multiplayer, so that's fine. But there's no zombies, no nothing. I was sad too because I thought it had zombies when I bought it. I was like, oh, you know, it's $5. I wouldn't mind zombies on the go.
Oh shit! You know, I'm pretty sure my little brother accidentally bought Declassified when trying to buy DLC, and it was on the PlayStation 3 store, and he couldn't get a refund for it. And so I laughed.
I didn't know it had a console port. Declassified.
Well, no. Do you not realize that the PS3 and the PS Vita stores were connected?
No, I never had a PS3. Or at least not one during, you know, using the PSN store, so... No, I had a Xbox 360 and a PS Vita. Actually, you know what? If you did buy Declassified, you at least got Road to Victory. Which, Road to Victory, I think on the PS Vita you could modify it to where you actually had twin-stick aiming. It actually made the game fun. Again, it's way too easy, and it only really has one mission that's, like, standout. But it wasn't bad. Also, by the way, you're everything good? You doing good?
Is my everything good? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just getting through the fucking...
Oh, okay, I'm watching the stream.
Get through the sewer section.
I'm watching the stream and you're chugging a little.
Oh, we're fine. It's nothing too bad.
Okay.
It's not as bad as beforehand, like last night's, because that shit was chugging. I think maybe because like,
yeah,
we're
last
at that
night it
stage
just
of the
fucking
game.
dropped.
Yeah, or the last time it was dropped. Yeah, I don't like Keemstar. I really don't.
I'm not gonna say I love Keemstar, but I'm like neutral on him. In terms of the long list of Drama Tube, and I'm gonna be honest, Drama died with Chris Chan. The day Chris Chan was arrested, and you have that excellent video of the cops being like, "Who the fuck are these people?"
Or the Whitney,
Sure, this was a
Wisconsin
good idea.
getting fucking, arrested
Guards here too.
And sent to jail.
Like, okay.
If we can get that
The
gate open, they'll
problem
be
with
too busy
drama
dealing
on
with zombies
YouTube
to
right
notice
now
us slip by.
is everyone
Wait.
became political. The
The
only
pheromone is
drama
starting to wear
is
off.
politics.
It's only
And
strong
it's like,
enough to cover
hold
one
on,
of us.
I want to go back to the day when Medicare would happen across the stream with a guy
Alright,
named
hang on
Ross
tight,
talking
okay?
about little kids
Once
in a
we're out,
bathtub,
let's see
and
if
it
we
would
can't
lead to
steal
a whole
ourselves that set of
saga
wheels.
of events. Okay, that was at least funny. Me hearing people talk about Biden and Trump for years on end is a little tiring. I want my psychopaths back.
Your psychopaths?
Yes. Like, the most recent one that was actually kind of old school drama, and it wasn't even old school drama, because all good quality drama... Oh, yeah, Bathtub Ross is a bad example here, because even though I believe the girl was to blame more than him, if we're being honest, that's kind of like more weird and more one-sided, but really good drama is where both sides were being schizos, and everyone just laughed. That was the best part. nowadays the only thing you get close to that is shithead drama, like the whole Eric July veto thing, where some asshat went up to Eric July's father's grave and pissed on it. It's like, that's not even funny. You're just a bunch of over a comic book.
Yeah.
This is over a comic book, by the way, because Eric July wrote a book called Isome. Not for me, but hey, you know, if you do your own thing, I don't care.
Right.
I'm just burnt out on heroes, so I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, Chief. If you're maybe writing military science fiction, I'd be there for you. But I really am burnt out on superheroes. I say that new Superman doesn't look bad. It doesn't look great, but honestly, I'll take Hero Superman. I really would rather it be Henry Cavill, but you know, can't get everything in life. I'm gonna be honest, I feel kind of bad because I was one of the people that initially said Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia. No. It was a Heath Ledger Joker situation. They showed off those stage photos, and I'm like, this doesn't look right. It looks like Legolas in a wig. He was good. I actually quite liked him. Little did I know how much he actually cared about the source material and was fighting with the director. Hey, let's make Roach's death a comedy scene. The fuck do you mean make Roach's death a comedy? It's a horse dying. The hell's wrong with you? But he was actually good. Witcher's just one of those things. It doesn't have a truly great adaptation.
Megan said Trump isn't enough of a psychopath for you.
Oh no, I love Trump.
So
I'm hilarious. He makes politics fucking funny.
So fun fact, this is the
like, genuinely.
This is the only time in a Deadrising game where you can play as Isabella.
As turret?
No, as Isabella.
What do you mean Isabella?
Isabella's shooting the turret. She's on the back.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. She on the turret in the original?
Yeah.
Huh? Hey, you know what? Fair enough, fair enough. I never really thought about it. But yeah, you're right.
This thing's already almost dead.
Okay, now, hold on. No, I need you to pay attention here. You shoot that thing, and you tell me, does this fucking easier than the first one?
It probably is.
Okay, I thought I was losing my fucking mind when I was watching Tal play this. And he, like, burned through it in, like, 20 seconds. I'm sorry, like, 10 seconds. I was like, how? I remember actually dying to the first tank fight. Don't ask me how, I don't know how the hell my first run of Deadrising was not a good run. I completely misplayed so much stuff. Second run was better. I started realizing I was coming with that baseball bat mentality from 2.
Oh yeah,
Not realizing, we don't have the nails in the baseball bat.
Awesome. I mean, you still got nails and a baseball bat, but you don't get to use them at the same time in the same weapon.
Yeah,
Man,
well, my problem was I had a booklet.
Easy as shit. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Well, my problem was I had a Prima guide for 2, and so I was reading about all the combo weapons, and I played the first game thinking there were combo weapons.
Yeah, I love how he keeps taking away my rights. Hilarious shit. Guardian's back.
Guardian. I'm not gonna argue politics. I can chance.
Just in time for the final boss. Yep. And I already have the drink equipped of the Spitfire, so don't worry. I'm gonna go spit on.
Oh, why you gotta do my man Brock like that?
I'm a hot killer and spit on his fucking bald ass head and smack him in.
Oh god, you couldn't do him. How would you implement if they made a live action of this film? How would you implement the Spitfire into Brock's death?
Oh shit.
Really
I feel like having Frank spit on him at the end as he's getting devoured would be a little too mean-spirited.
Where were you hiding when my men
I guess you
mopped
could
up the mall?
maybe pull what the guy did in Riddick, where he's like, I was supposed to die in Paris. And then he like he blows on his lighter with the alcohol and you just see all those fucking creatures around him. Riddick's fucking hardcore. I will hear no bad talk of Riddick. Pitch Black, Chronicles, and
even though you know The Rock says Chronicles of Ridiculous.
That's what drives you in your quest.
Oh, that's Dwayne Johnson. I don't take what Dwayne Johnson says too seriously.
You saw
Not ever since I heard
version 2 was available on sale for Switch. Have it on PS5. Really want it since it's really fun.
Zombies.
I'll tell you right now, it's not called
How
version
much do
2,
you
it's
know about the
V2. The game's about stopping a
I
V2
commanded
rocket or
the
something,
Santa
securing the
Cabeza
plans
It's
of
about
it.
stopping
It's
a
a sequel.
VTuber? That's crazy.
If we had fulfilled our
Pippa,
mission,
Pippa,
then
put down.
we
Pippa,
wouldn't be
no!
here
Iron
now
Mouse,
Don't
to take care
institute
of
the
this.
fourth
Iron
right.
Mouse, put the hand down. We don't need you to be up that high.
That's all it was to you, huh? A mission. What about those innocent people who had to pay for sins committed by our government?
Guardian,
Our
do you
human
like?
research?
Begun with
I know
this
you
operation.
love Sniper Elite 4, and I want to say you played 5 Resistance. Do you like V2? Because I know that was like a divisive one, because V2 is much more linear.
Has proven itself.
And then
to
3
be
is like, hey, we're gonna go for a more
quite
Medal of Honor
adept
approach,
at
where it's more
making
open.
mistakes.
Then 4 did even more open. I think 5's borderline open world.
hell.
I haven't
it's
played
the
that
only
one. That
thing we
one's too
truly
recent
excel
for me.
at. Well then, I'd say this mission isn't quite over yet. Don't you agree?
I can't help but look at Brock and just think this is Mr. Clean. If instead of getting into cleaning supplies, he decided to go pure Black Ops. Wait a minute, he's part of a cleanup crew. Oh no! Mr. White! Not Mr. White, what the fuck was his name? Mr. Clean!
Damn, Frank.
Tack, you there?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm still here. I'm just watching the cutscene, dude. Sorry, I was being quiet for the cutscene.
Nah, no problem.
You're lucky I don't have my chainsaw on me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spit on that bald ass head of yours, motherfucker. I got 16
God,
hours.
I do
until I'm
love Frank
zombified.
just hops up there and closes them.
Is that all, tough guy?
Oh. Tack, is the stream still going?
Oh, yep, I'm still
Oh,
here.
never mind, that's just me. It paused for a second, and since last night, I'm like making sure your stream doesn't crash this time. I was talking for like a solid minute after your stream crashed, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I had a whole, it's no problem. I had a whole like monologue, and then I'm like, so what do you think, Tack? Tack?
I just work you, man.
No?
I just work you.
Time to stop holding back.
Perfect. I got the picture.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Wait, did you down the drink? Oh, you did, okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
I
I'm
downed
looking
it.
in the
I downed
bottom
it before
right.
before getting on the on the thing. Damn.
You'll disappear,
getting
and
fucked
so
up.
will the truth.
Sniper Elite definitely feels like the successor to the Medal of Honor series. They both feel pretty similar in terms of that both are about one man dismantling a German war effort by sabotaging secret weapons they're planning to use. Okay, yeah, they are similar on that. I would just say they're similar because they're like semi-open, and they've maintained a little bit of that goofiness, though Sniper Elite definitely goes more in on the gore than Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor's not very,
Go on that bald head of
actually
yours,
have
man.
like immense gore.
It's pointless to resist. Nothing will change.
Sure you can. She was lagging a lot. I'm guessing it's my setup. It's okay. It's almost done. Don't worry, guys. The
Yeah,
gameplay.
we're almost there.
Yeah, we're literally about to finish this game, so don't worry about it, Guardian.
Yeah, what matters is how it's going to be on the VOD. It'll probably be fine. It's probably just right now it's streaming.
Yep.
I don't know what your stream setup is. Mine is, it has like a few seconds where it's like, yeah, I'm just going to like patch this in once it's a VOD. Oh shit, Wordle.
Yep. We
I swear to God, Wordle is fucking me up.
Oh, what's up with the Wordle, man?
Oh no, Wordle's fucking me up because it was fucking quail.
Quail?
I was sitting there like, God damn, what the hell is this 5-letter word? It's quail. God damn it.
True. Oh, dude. It's hitting so hard now because we just finished another series. Just a third series I finished this week.
Hell yeah, let's go. I need to finish a lot of series. I gotta finish Brothers in Arms. That, whatever that cop one was. No!
And that ends the story Dead Rising 1. What a great game.
Hell yeah.
Dude, going back and
It is
playing this
cozy.
again is just so nice. It's a short-ish game. I'd say that, you know, this was a lot longer than JoJo's, obviously. Oh god, tell me your favorite parts about Dead Rising 1 while, you know, the credits roll through. At least you
Probably
reached
the entire game.
Beaten overtime, congrats. I mean, I would say, you know, this... it's beautiful. This is like the first of its ever genre of just like open world, playground, sandbox like type games of like the 2000 era. That was like super fucking like sick as fuck.
Well, I think what makes this good is you have open world games that have sporadic like shit to do. Dead Rising just tries to make it as dense as possible. It's open, but it's like an open district in Yakuza. It's just really fucking dense with shit to do. I do think the sequel does it better.
Guardians out there. Where fucking Frank is yelling on the tank. I mean, we'll see more of Frank when we play Dead Rising 2 off the record. Now, which one did you want to play first? You want to play did you want to play what's it called first, or did you want to play did you want to play?
You think I know what you're saying.
OG2, or do you want to play you know,
probably OG2 would be the one to go to, but before we do OG2, well, first off I need to buy it because it's not cross-play apparently.
I told you
might
that.
want to do. Oh yeah, you said that. I don't know. I didn't check yet. Just to make sure, because yeah, sometimes we forget. We make mistakes. It's okay.
We make
happy little
sanguines.
accidents.
We make sanguines all the time.
Did you want to stream the prequel on your own first, though?
The prequel?
It probably would be one stream. Yeah, case 0.
Dude, that's
case,
not.
Case 0.
That's not on here.
It's on Xbox. Do you have an Xbox One or
no?
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of Guardian then. Never mind.
Dude, what?
Well, is it emulatable?
That is a good question. I'd like to say I think I'd say no, because like Xbox and like PS3 emulation is like.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't beat this game,
they're...
the game has influenced my Bloody Maid story since the first installment is in a shopping mall as well. Though instead of zombies, it's demons, and instead of blank, it's blank. Thank you, Guardian, for your input. You are welcome in this chat.
Oh, I fucking love. Okay, Dead Rising. Wait a minute, are these the new ones or the oh, these are the new ones. Okay. One thing I like about Dead Rising, and just like some older games I've noticed, is they would have their NPCs, and they'd have like a limited set of models, and they would do something goofy with them in like the extras or something.
Oh yeah, like this, for example.
Like, yeah, where you just would see like all the various models that they had. I always thought that was cool.
So
there's a game called Phase Zero that does something similar, where when you're escaping the hospital, there's a photo of the staff, and all the staff are unzombified versions of the NPCs you're fighting.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah,
that made me chuckle. I was like, that's cool.
I get that. It's just like I was gonna say Zombies in Spaceland, right? Where they have like caricatures. Well, I mean, if you played like Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare Zombies, right? They had caricatures of like the dev team, like in the middle of the theme park, which is pretty fucking sick.
That's cool.
Yeah, but this actually shows how many zombies that they could have on screen at once, which is the whole reason why they did this zombie walk thing. Was to show how many zombies they could have on screen at the same time. Because that was their big claim to fame, right? Original Xbox 360, right? Could hold like, I don't know, hundreds of zombies on screen all at the same time with like little frame drop, little issues here and there. This is the second Capcom game I've completed in like 2 days. Frank West managed to escape the town of Willamette with information pertinent to the incident under his belt. The news caused a fervor throughout the world, leading the U.S. government to admit at least partial culpability in the livestock research program. However, no connection to the Wilmette incident was acknowledged, and the events that occurred there were deemed the work of a fringe terrorist group. The people of the world, as could be expected from the modern culture of news saturation. Fervor. Soon let the Wilmette incident fade from their minds. The
I'm going to be
authenticity
honest, they're
of
not
Carlito's
entirely wrong about being a
plan
fringe.
to
Sorry, there's more.
utilize the mortifins, the pawns, is yet to be confirmed, and yet he complained that his belly was not full, and he was still hungry. Frank West, photojournalist. Awesome, we unlocked infinite mode, which we are not playing, because fuck that.
Oh, you don't want to sit here for like 14 hours?
It's actually faster than that, but you know what I mean.
No, we're going to pure it. We're doing the full 13 hours.
If you want to play, fine.
Probably not.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because that'd be one go. If we could swap off, I'd be like, yeah. But since, because obviously 14 hours of playing Dead Rising is going to be a little grating.
At that point, you just
like
play
the
the whole
game.
story, You might as well just play the whole story.
Yeah.
Alright, but that's all for this time, I guess.
Well, hold on, before we cancel, I just want to ask.
Yeah.
Did you think, okay, so Dead Rising 1,
yeah,
sizable amount of zombies. Dead Rising 2,
yep,
sizable amount of zombies.
Even more.
I definitely feel the increase.
Yeah.
3, I felt the increase. I didn't feel the increase in 4.
I didn't play 4.
You're not missing much, but I do remember them being like, hey, we got more zombies on screen. I never felt that.
Did they
I never
say
felt like they
that?
had more
Really?
zombies. There was the only... God, for that game, man, they were so desperate not to tell people what was actually going on.
Dude, 3
'Cause
was fucking packed full of zombies. Like, holy fuck, it was packed.
3 was a full city.
Oh my
3,
god.
Oh my goodness. I wish
And the city,
they would just make...
And the city was split into 4 districts, and that made it, like, way more harder. Because, like, as soon as you get on the highway, it's just packed. It's packed full of
I
zombies.
would kind of like them to take Dead Rising 3 and make a more... not simulator, but much more like survival based, like Resident Evil 2 remake. Zombies where, yeah, 1 or 2 zombies is deadly, now you have a whole street full of them. And just make it open world. Honestly, that'd be cool. I'm basically just asking for Project Zomboid in 3rd person.
Dude, that's a good game. We should play Project Zomboid.
I think I need to buy that.
We
I
gotta get Neo to get that, and then the 3 of us can play.
How many people can be on a server of that game?
I think it's like 12. Oh, well, actually, no, hundreds of people could be on a server apparently. Yeah, I've seen video. I've seen videos. I've seen videos where they put like 100+ people into the mall, and then just let them see what happens. But
I'm sure a bunch of randos online will do much better than the randos in Dawn of the Dead remake.
Oh, dude.
I'm sure they won't chase after the dog, even though it's clear the zombies aren't eating the dog.
I really
I
like the Dawn of the Dead remake though. It's so good.
Oh, I'm not shitting on it. I just always found that scene funny.
Oh yeah,
they're doing nothing to the dog, and this silly bitch runs out there, gets them all killed.
It's really funny for that though. I'm glad that we finished at the right time too. Like we actually did finish this at around 12 o'clock. Which is not terrible.
It did take a stream longer than I thought it was going to take. I thought it would be 1, maybe 2. Ended up taking 3.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I feel like we probably could have made it 2, but yeah, crashes happen.
Oh yeah, crashes do happen, dude. That's because it's a scrimpy, dude. You know, you always gotta mess with
sometimes a UFC. I mean, look, sometimes a UFC fighter shits themselves. Sometimes your stream crashes. You know, stuff happens.
What UFC fighter do you know shits themselves?
Oh, there's compilations.
Oh,
it's just because you're moving your body and twisting around so much that sometimes your body just works it out.
That's gross.
It's not something. It is funny, but it's also something not to. No one really insults anyone if it happens, because sometimes your body stores shit in the intestines. Sometimes it just works its way out.
So
it is funny though. The other guy really wants to end that fight. He's like, no, don't wrestle me, no.
Should we? So when we do the Resident Evil tier list, right? Should we put Dead Rising on there for memes? Just the Dead Rising series as well. It's like, oh, it's another Capcom zombie film franchise or zombie game franchise with films that suck.
if we're doing all the fucking Resident Evil games, I think that list is going to be full. I'm gonna be honest. Like, are we just doing baseline, or are we doing all the Resident Evil games?
I think all of them.
Oh God.
That's
Okay,
not that long. That's not
here's
that
what-
big though. That's not that big.
There's like 30 plus games.
Yeah, but that's like simply like ranking them is like super easy. What do you mean?
Well, okay. All right, are we tapping into some of their smaller ones like Resi 2 on the Java phone?
No.
Or we keeping it a little bit more above board? We're going like, okay, we'll do spin-offs and core games, but we're not going into like
Spin-offs and core
small
games.
ports.
Spin-offs and core games, right?
Okay, that won't take too
We're
long.
also gonna go over
But-
that Game Boy game, Gaiden.
Oh, actually, let's talk about that real quick. Gaiden. So have you played it? Also, Gale Shades asked, what the heck did I walk in on? I don't know, are we currently talking about the UFC shitting themselves?
Oh, okay.
So it's a perfectly natural thing.
Yeah, that, and this is the third series I finished in a week. Gale, get on my level.
Hell yeah.
Get on my level. What happened to FE10, dude? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm only shit talking Gale about FE10 because his FE10 run was like super scuffed and he just got tired of it, dude.
Oh, but no, have you ever played Gaiden?
I've seen gameplay for it. It's really good. From the gameplay I saw, but like, it's just
Okay, there is a game, and I would suggest it's like $14. It's an indie game, but it's really cool.
Mhm.
It is called You Will Die Here Tonight. It takes Resident Evil Gaiden's like core gameplay of being essentially a rail shooter, in the sense that you engage a zombie, you do that little quick time event where you shoot him.
Mhm.
It does that, but it's you engage a zombie on the map where you can avoid him, you can trick him and all that, but if you get into a fight, you essentially are in a 360 rail shooter sequence where you have to shoot that zombie or any other enemy coming at you. It's called You Will Die Here Tonight. Excellent zombie game. It's the spiritual successor of the Resident Evil Gaiden.
Oh wow!
I'm just saying,
okay.
if you want like another game for Halloween to play, that's a cool one.
Dude,
suggest
I
it. Also,
think
it follows.
I think my whole list of Halloween games is getting like packed fucking full. This is like so like I got a whole fucking like thing I gotta condense down to like a like you know like the Scooby Doo sandwiches that fucking like Shaggy and like and Scooby make where they're like fucking like tower sized, right? And they scrunch it up and try to eat it in one bite. That's exactly what I'm trying to do with all these fucking games. I take like all the fucking games, physical copies, crunch them all down. Just take a bite.
Whenever I think of sandwiches from Scooby, I think of the one from fucking Zombie Island where they throw those peppers on there. Come on, Scoob, what are you, chicken? They proceed to eat it and scream like little girls, scaring the entire cast.
True.
Scooby's shoving his head in a fucking pickle jar.
Oh god, dude, this has been a.
I miss old school Scoob.
Me too. This has been